Live from our studios in London, this is the Sonny LARAGAN Show with Europe's coolest and most romantic Filipino presenter, Sonny LARAGAN.
Okay, magandang umaga. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the program. Sonny LARAGAN here, no? On a Tuesday night, Martes na ho ngayon. It's a very special night tonight dahil we have our legal advice corner on the show, no? Dito sa ating programa. Mamaya kasama natin si Attorney Dana Quinto, and it's going to be a special night. Why? Because it's going to be we're going to be talking about conveyancing, no? Meron tayong isang star solicitor na masasabi natin, no? Or experts sa conveyancing of Deo Volante Solicitors ng DV Solicitors. Alam naman ninyo, every Tuesday night kasama ho natin si Attorney Dana Quinto para sa dagdag kaalaman tungkol sa batas, no? Lalo na tayong mga Pinoy, no? Nakakabigay ho ng kaalaman, impormasyon ho sa atin. Itong segment na ito ay napakagandang ho namin to, parang public service in a way, because naibibigay ho sa inyo ang mga initial na ideas pag may problema ho kayo sa batas. Siyempre, para sa mga detalye, you need to, of course, consult a solicitor. Okay, so yun ho, para for tonight, that's gonna be makakasama natin actually in a few minutes. But in the meantime, siyempre, pakilala ko yung reyna natin dito. No? May reyna tayo rito, Queen Elizabeth. Pero ito si Queen A, si Gandang A, si Alindog A. Naku, napakarami pangalan nito. Ewan ko kung bakit, no? Hindi ko alam kung siya'y na-shock at napakarami niyang palayaw magmula nang nagkaroon tayo ng show. But let's say, dito medyo overcast, cloudy dito sa akin, sa lugar ko, sa Southwest studios natin, no? Southwest London. Napaka-overcast, makulimlim, talagang babagsak na ulan, no? Pero tingnan natin, alamin natin dyan sa Belgium. Let's say good evening to August Mateo. Hello, August.
Hello, sir. Good evening. Good evening to all. Good evening po sa inyong lahat. Good evening, good evening. Sir Sonny, it's rainy and cold Tuesday here.
Wow.
In Belgium. So, kaya nakapag-blazer ako ngayon. So,
Parang,
good evening po sa inyong lahat.
Parang pareho tayo lagi, no? Pagka medyo, minsan lang yata tayo medyo nagka-iba, no? Laging pagka, anong weather, pagka, let's say, makulimlim, maganda, maaraw, pareho din dito, no? Pareho tayo.
Yes, so kasi magkalapit lang naman tayo, Sir Sonny.
Oh, yes. So,
magkalapit lang naman ang Belgium at saka the Netherlands, the United Kingdom. Kumbaga, an hour and a half by train. So, nandyan na ako sa inyong lugar. Nagkakape.
Oo nga. Pero hindi, nasa ano ka eh. Di ba? Ang nasa gilid namin, mismong France, di ba? Nasa loob pa kayo ng konti, di ba? Oo. Pero,
actually, I live near the border of France, Sir Sonny. So, it's about 40 minutes by train going to Lille, France, and then by Lille to Pancras is an hour and 15 minutes by taking the Eurostar. Okay. So it's not that bad.
Oy, ano ngayon, 'di ba? Pride, Gay Pride, Pride
Yes,
month?
it's Pride month.
Pride month.
Since na-cancel nga lahat, sir, ng Gay Pride, kaya sa lahat ng mga ka-member ko ng LGBTQ plus whatever po, Happy Pride sa inyo lahat. And because of that, maganda ang topic natin ngayon, Sir Sonny, kasi marami makaka-relate dito. Dahil for sure, marami sa mga pamilya natin ay may mga membro ng LGBT. Yes.
Kaya ang topic natin, kung umamin na gay ang anak o kapatid mo, tanggap mo ba? Matatanggap mo ba? Masyasyak ko ba? O aawayin mo ba?
Anong gagawin
mo? O, di ba? O tuwan-tuwa ka rin. Baka sabihin mo rin, hi, gay din ako.
Welcome! Sir Sonny, because I've seen a lot of videos coming out na minsan may mga hindi nakakalungkot, meron namang masaya. Kaya this is a big opportunity para sa mga listeners natin nang magsabi ng kanilang nararamdaman in case meron man silang mga anak, kapatid, or mga kakilala na gusto mag-come out pero takot na takot.
Pero diba? Modern na tayo ngayon. So nakakalabas na ngayon. Nung araw, ang alam ko yata, dito sa United Kingdom ba o sa Ireland, kinukulong yan pagka gay ka nung araw.
Correct. At least until now, I think, until now. Malalaman natin yan mamaya, sir, sa ating magiging guest. Sa mga makakasama
we
natin
will
later.
have somebody together with Attorney Dana Quinto, pero ang cute ng apelyido niya.
I'm excited.
Pero she's gonna introduce, pero ang ganda ng Crown Show. Di ba? It's quite a cute surname, di ba? Crown Show.
I-ready
You
ko
have
na-
the crown and then you have
Oo.
ready mo na yan,
I-ready ko na yung tissue kasi nosebleed tayo ngayon, sir, sa atin.
Okay. Oo nga. I don't know if she understands what we're talking about, but you readied yourself because you're gonna have a nosebleed when you start talking in English, di ba? Tama ba yan?
Yes.
Correct.
Oo,
Okay.
nosebleed.
Alright. Yes. Okay. Teka muna, ito na. Sige, pakilala na natin siguro, August, no? Bago ang lahat, no? Para nang sa ganun ay malaman natin. Okay, let's go straight into it, no? Magano na ho tayo. So, dali lang. Okay. Mag-break lang muna tayo. Mag-break na tayo. Pag-break natin, pagbalik natin, ayan na. Kasama na ho natin yung ating... Diretso na. Okay.
Two
Makakasama
beautiful
natin.
ladies.
Two beautiful ladies, ayan, and very intelligent ladies, beauty and brains. Okay, all right, we're gonna have a short break, guys. Don't go away. Napapa-English tuloy ako. Alam niyo man, medyo kinakapos. Sa 10 lang yung dala-dala kong English dito eh. But babalik
Buti
ko
ka
kami.
nga, sir, may 10. Ako, 5.
Okay, and alam mo, dapat sisihin natin ito si attorney dahil napipilitan tayong mag-i-English dito ngayon. Maski balubalustot, no? Kita mo si Jessica gabi, na-obliga mag-English, no? Nakakatuwa. Anyway, we're gonna have a short break. Don't go away. And we're gonna be back with our Legal Advice Corner with Attorney Dana Quinto and associate, no? And a partner, colleague, no? Doon sa kanilang work. Huwag ko kayong alis, saglit po lamang.
Mula noon hanggang ngayon, serbisyong mapagkakatiwalaan, serbisyong maaasahan pagdating sa inyong mga padalang balikbayan boxes. Dito ka na sa Forex Cargo. Sa presyong kayang-kaya ng bulsa, sigurado ka pa sa inyong padala. Forex Cargo. Dahil kailangan makarating. Call 0208-813-7064. O, ano pang inaantay niyo mga kabayan? Tayo na sa Forex Cargo. May problema ka ba sa landlord mo? Baka AV ka na ni Kuya. May problema sa mga kapitbahay, sa trabaho. O kaya naman kay Mister o kay Mrs. Away tungkol sa mana, mga may utang, mga aksidente, daing o laban sa ospital or sa NHS, harassment, o baka naman may stalker ka na gusto mong ireklamo. Punta na sa Divi Solicitors para matulungan ka pagdating sa mga litigations at iba pang mga legal concerns. Divi Solicitors at Mayfair House, 11 Lurk Street, Bedford, MK40 3HZ. Tumawag sa 01234 0917-350-244 or 01234-225-188 o kaya naman mag-email sa d.quinto@dvsolicitors.com. Visit our website at www.dvsolicitors.com.
Okay, August, ito na yung segment natin, no? Makakasama natin si attorney. Ikaw na magpakilala kay attorney, no? Bago, no? Pag-switch.
Yes.
Yes.
Pinakikilala ko po sa inyo, of course, ang napakaganda, napakatalino, at ano na nga, sir, isa sa mga
partners. Okay, she's the
partner, yes,
of
overwhelmed
DV
ako, Sir
Solicitors.
Sonny.
Yan, head of
Yes,
litigation.
oo.
And dyan, sa head of litigation sa Deo Volente Solicitors or DV Solicitors. So mahusay.
At
Kababayan natin yan.
Kababayan at magaling magluto.
Magaling magluto. Oh. Itong huling ginawa yata niya, ano ba itong huling ginawa niya ngayon? Meron siyang ano eh. Ano ba huling ginawa ni, Hindi pala, patanong natin sa mamaya. Kasi alam mo, nagugulat kasi mga decoration eh. Sige. Go. Ayan, okay. Ito na, mga kaibigan, si
Yes,
attorney.
please welcome. Please, pinwelcome po namin si Attorney Dana Quinto.
Ayan, attorney. Ayan, good evening, attorney.
Magandang gabi, Europe. Magandang gabi, London. Magandang gabi, Mr. Laragan. Good
Yes.
evening to you.
Good evening, good
August,
evening.
Happy Pride. Happy
Good
Pride, August.
evening.
Happy Pride, everyone. So, yeah.
Yes.
Ibig sabihin ba niyan, last day today, so bukas wala na, no? For the whole month of June, ang Pride Month, no? It's a whole month, no? Ganun ba, August, ang celebration?
Yan ba, August?
Yes, for the whole month. Yes. Ang kasi
Ah.
ang last na magse-celebrate is ang Amsterdam, Sir Sonny, which is August. So the Pride is until August.
Okay. All right. Well,
Yeah.
we're proud of everybody. I'm proud of you, August, no? And of course, sa talent at husay naman, proud tayo kay Attorney Dana Quinto. Okay,
Correct.
Attorney, good evening. Yes, ano ang ating ano ba tawag dito? Ang ating
topic
pag-uusapan,
today.
topic 4.
Exactly.
Yes, pag-uusapan
Yes,
sa...
sana nagbaon kayo ng English.
Oo nga.
Dahil I have one of TV's finest with me to talk about pagbibili ng bahay o property dito sa UK. Sa atin, sa Pilipinas, it's a simpler process. May broker ka, you look at yung deeds sa land sa Department of yung titulo, it's a fairly simple process. But here in the UK, we call it conveyancing. Narinig nyo na siguro that term. It's a much more complicated process. Mas malaki yung due diligence. It's going to be one of the biggest purchase of your life here in the UK at must involve yung proseso. And that's the reason why very important na mabigyan natin ng impormasyon yung mga kababayan natin so that it prevents problem later on na nagiging litigation para hindi nyo na ako, hindi na kayo mamroblema later on. So that's the reason why I've got my colleague with me. She's a trainee solicitor, but yung wealth of experience at kalidad, the quality of her work, speaks for itself, and that's the reason why she was voted by the firm as the star of the year in 2019. So talagang, very highly esteemed person to talk to about this topic. So yeah, without further ado, we've got Miss Rosie Crenshaw. Rosie? There we are. Hello, Rosie. Hello, welcome to the rest of the knows apart from me.
Good evening, Rosie. Welcome to
Good
the program.
evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
Hey, thank you for having me, everybody.
Right. Yes, you are our specialist in conveyancing, and we heard from Dana that you're a star employee or a star staff at DV Solicitor. So congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you
Congratulations.
so much.
So all right, fantastic. How long have you been with the firm now?
I have been with DV now for a year and 3 months.
Oh, right. Wow. And concentrating
Look at
and
the chief.
specializing in conveyancing.
Specialising in the conveyancing, yes. Though I am trying to learn as much from Dana as in litigation as I can because she is fantastic.
Wow, wow. Okay. Well,
you.
so Donna was telling us that it's totally different. Is it totally or a bit different between the Philippines, buying a house and home in the Philippines and doing it here? So there are as a bit of, is it complications or is it more, there's more procedures to
Yeah, I
undergo?
think, like I said, it's very procedural over here. We do a lot of, Dana said, a lot of due diligence because, like Dana said, it's going to be one of the biggest purchases of your lifetime, and we want to make sure that we get it absolutely right. And it can become complex, and like I said, we just want to make sure we do right by the client. That's why I do the best work I can because I want to make sure that my clients are happy and I manage their expectations as well. I would love to tell them it would be a quick fix, but at the end of the day, I want to make sure they're getting the best service possible. And I'm honest with them. I never lie to my clients. If there's an issue, I'll say, unfortunately, there is an issue, but I'm working my best to resolve it. And I always manage to work through the complicated stuff, which is great. It builds my knowledge as well. And yeah, a lot of procedures, but I love my job and I eventually get there in the end. It just might take longer than I first anticipate.
Right, right. Okay, so tonight you're going to give a bit of a lecture to us. Tell us about the ins and outs. Probably, I don't know if there are misconceptions or whatever ins and outs that you'd like to tell us. So, ready na ba siya? Dana, are you ready now?
Ready,
Ready.
Rosie? You're gonna give a bit of a summary about the conveyancing process, aren't you? So we're gonna leave you the floor to teach us all, including myself, a bit of a refresher about conveyancing. So yeah, go ahead.
Okay, well, I'll start with a purchase. So you're buying your first home. So that's when you'll come to me. You'll say, Rose, we found this home, and we want you to undertake the legal work. Fantastic. So I get started. I receive in what's called a draft contract pack from the seller's solicitors. So it's a bundle of papers about the property, everything about the property that has been recorded. So I get that, I look through it, make sure everything's okay. I will ask questions. There can be standard questions or there are much more specific questions I need answering. Once I get that pack in as well, I will request what are called searches. Now, there are 4 standard searches that we request. It's called a local search, an environmental search, a water and drainage search, and a chancel search. All these searches reveal different things about the property and the surrounding area. Most of the time they come back absolutely fine, but there can be some specific things that come up and I need to investigate further. So let's take, for example, a local search. Now, a local search covers the local area of the property. It reveals information about roads, pathways, any charges that the property might be subject to. And if there is a charge that a purchaser has to contribute to, I need to make my client aware, and it may stop them buying the property, or they might be aware, or they might want me to pursue it further. Absolutely, that's my job. An environment search reveals things about the surrounding environment. So if the property is flooded, if it's subject to radon gas. Now, radon gas is a gas that comes up from the earth, and if the property is subject to that, then we have to get a radon test in. And water and drainage search. Obviously, you want your property to be connected to mains water to make sure there's no sewage pipes running through the property. And the last one, a chancel search. A chancel search, way back decades, even centuries ago, the church could ask help homeowners to contribute to the upkeep of the church. Now that is still in effect today. Not all properties are subject to it, but some are. And quite literally, someone representing the church could knock on your door and say, you are in the chancel liability area. We need you, well, you are required to pay this amount of money for the upkeep of the local church. And the family or the purchasers may not even go to church, they might not even be of that religion, but legally they are bound to pay this money. And there was a case a few years ago where a client had to pay up to £10,000. And that's something that I need to make sure doesn't happen to my clients. So I need to protect them from that, and I need to make them aware as well. And the searches are in. My inquiries have been answered by the seller's solicitor. So those inquiries, I will ask them of the seller's solicitor, who will then ask them to the client, to the seller, sorry, who is their client, because obviously they're the ones that know about the property. A lot of misconceptions that clients have is I go out and see the property. That's not the case at all. I can only tell something about property by what the paper is saying in front of me. Like, I don't know if there's a crack running through a wall because I can't visually see it. I can only see what's been written down on paper. And I always advise my clients to get a full structural survey. So that structural survey is where someone will go out to the property and inspect it and make sure there's no crack in the wall, there's no issue of subsidence. So subsidence, obviously the property's slanting, and obviously you don't want that of your home. So once all of those have been done, I get a mortgage offer in, so I get confirmation from the bank that they're going to lend this money to the client. Fantastic. And once I've got all that in, I'm happy with the property, from what I can see in front of me, and the client has told me they're happy as well. There's nothing they need to raise, because ultimately I'm under their instruction. If they want me to raise something, I will raise it with the seller's solicitor, and just to make sure that we're all happy. So once that's happened, we will agree an exchange date. Now, in the UK, an exchange date is when contracts are legally binding. So my client will be legally bound to buy the property, and the seller is legally bound to sell the property to my client. So there's two dates: an exchange date and a completion date. So exchange is when contracts, like I said, are legally bound, and completion date is when the buyer will move into the property and the seller will move out of the property. In between those two dates, we usually wait about a week or so, just so it allows everyone to get time to get ready, so I can draw down the mortgage funds, etc. And completion date comes around, and about 1 o'clock, I get to give the happy news to my client that they have a new home. And it can be a stressy day, but usually it works out in the end. And that's it for a purchase. I hope that made sense. It can be quite difficult to wrap your head around, but once you do it a few times or listen to it a few times, it kind of falls into place. So I hope that was okay, Miss Dana.
Yes, that was perfect.
That's fantastic.
August, that was fantastic.
Brilliant.
Yes. So it all starts, Rosie, with, of course, it starts with the viewings, or your prospective client would go around choosing from some properties, and eventually they eventually choose one. And so the first stage is what you were saying was searches.
Yes, correct. So, like you said, once they found the property that they would like to buy, the seller will at that point obviously instruct their solicitor, and they will send me a contract pack which is filled with documents relating to the property. And at that point, I put the searches in. So we have a search provider. I provide them with a plan which came in that pack. I'll send that to our search provider, and they will do the searches on our behalf.
Could you find this why do you still have to do the searches on the document? You said like there is a document, a pack that's given you from the seller. Okay. Would that pack contain all of you were mentioning about probably cracks or anything like that. Would they be actually on that document? And would you still need to do
It could
searches?
be. The sellers could disclose it. They do send us what's called a property information form, and they should list if there's any issues with the property. So like a crack in the wall, a pipe running through the property, and if they've had any disputes with the neighbours as well. Like that form is essentially a legal contract in its own form. So what they say on there has to be true. Or it will be called misrepresentation. So they've deliberately misled us, given us the wrong information to ensure we don't look into it further, essentially, if that makes sense.
How much is it? Does the buyer, right? It's actually borne by the buyer, the cost for it, for the searches?
Yes, the searches. So we always ask for £300 money on account to cover the searches. It comes in a bit lower than that, the searches, but sometimes there could be extra searches we need to order, such it could be like a mining search, for example, or a further an enhanced flood search, just in case the property is located, let's say, near like a canal or a riverbank, or a mining search where towns in the past they were like notorious for mining. That's how everyone had a job. That was the main aspect of a town. And yeah, just to protect the client at the end of the day, which is my job. I wouldn't have been doing my clients justice if I didn't do my best. And like I said, I will give them not bad news, but say if I need a mining search, for example, I will go to my client, I need this search. It's going to cost a little bit extra, but I need to make sure there isn't a mine below your house that could collapse at any time.
Yeah, right. Yan guys, when you buy a property,
Exactly.
no, you
Then it becomes an
Oh,
issue for litigation if there's a misrepresentation in that process. If they misrepresented the status of the home, and later on they find out, it comes to us as a dispute. So that's the reason why the job of Rosie really is to be as comprehensive as possible in terms of getting to know the property, getting to know if there are potential problems, and raising it, asking questions, and for the client to be comfortable at the end of the day with the biggest investment of their lives. Because a lot, dito sa UK, you build up this equity, some mortgage, so that at the end of it, when you retire, you sell it on, you downsize. So you're hoping that the value of the property will go up. But if you have a problem with the property, if there's a dispute, kung may problema sa crack sa wall, sa roof, a boundary dispute, it will have an impact on the value of the property. And that's when you have a financial loss. So that's the reason why you need to have a really good conveyancer. And that's the reason why it's very important for Rosie to do the job properly.
Rosie, you mentioned about probably there might have been disputes with neighbors. Why? Would it be a turn-off? What would happen? Would it probably... Have you encountered such cases wherein, there were disputes, the prospective seller or the seller had disputes with the neighbors? In those cases, what happens? Does the buyer have a haggling advantage, meaning they could, hey, give it at a lower cost? Your neighbor's been your enemy for so long, and perhaps you want to have a good riddance, Or how is it affected? You mentioned about neighbors' disputes.
Yeah, absolutely. I've come across a fair few, and they can be minor things like the maintenance of fences. That seems to be a common occurrence, or a parking about a shared driveway, for example. And I always tell my clients, like, if you want to try and handle the price, like you say, go for it. The worst I can say is no. It's quite difficult as well, because obviously a purchaser will be buying the property. They don't have a dispute with the neighbour at the current present. And I always advise them, you don't want to go into your new home and have this bad rapport with the neighbour already. So I would ask for more information. I'd say, like, how long has the dispute been going on? Are there like regular arguments, as it were? Or they just like passing look. Someone gives someone like a glance in their eye, like a displeasing look. So you can absolutely try and renegotiate the price, but you don't want to have that. You don't, like I say, you don't want to go into your new house having a bad relationship with a neighbour that you've literally known for 5 minutes already, and they don't like you. So yeah, I'd say try your luck essentially. If they say no, try not to pursue it unless it is a serious dispute, and then that might actually dissuade you from buying the house entirely. Because the neighbours, I don't know, like I say, the maintenance of a fence, for example, if it's their obligation to maintain that fence and they're not doing it, and my client will have to bear the cost, and the fence is destroyed, let's say, regularly, then that's not fair on my client. It's not their duty to repair this fence. They shouldn't have to be paying for it. So like that's what I advise my clients. If there's any type of dispute, I will pursue it further, and I'll tell them if it's worth them pursuing the house or not, or if it can be resolved, or if the current seller and the neighbour, for example, just don't like each other, then the problem will be resolved when the seller leaves. So that's how I would approach it.
Okay. August, baka may tanong ka, no? I just would like to understand this, how the process is. For example, August and I are wanted to buy a house, for example, here in the UK. When does a conveyancer, do you call yourselves conveyancers? Conveyancer ba? Hindi. O conveyancing?
They're conveyancing solicitor. She's a trainee solicitor,
okay.
but she will, when she qualifies,
All
be
right.
a conveyancing solicitor.
So when did we contact you? Is it at the time? Does it start first with us already getting into an agreement with the seller? Say, for example, we haggle for the price, or is it during the stage that we're trying to haggle? Is that the time when we have to contact you, or do we contact you when we've already agreed on the price?
Yeah, so you can literally contact myself at any stage, really. I get a lot of clients that contact me before they've even started looking for a house, where they know they're going to buy a house, but they don't know when. And they always make contact and say, we're going to, not just yet, but in the future, we're going to buy a house. We would like to instruct you. That's fine. I have a great relationship with estate agents as well, and they refer a lot of work to me. So if you go for viewings of houses, you're just looking, you haven't set your sights on a house just yet, the estate agent will recommend me or any solicitor and say, once you find your dream house, essentially, these are great solicitors, they will do the work for you. Or once you've negotiated the price with the seller, that can be done privately. That's absolutely fine. Then at that stage, yes, you can contact me. Or if you're waiting for your mortgage to be approved before you start any legal work, that's absolutely fine. So there's various stages you can instruct a solicitor. It's generally up to the clients when they feel comfortable to. A lot of clients don't feel confident enough to instruct a solicitor before they've got that mortgage in principle. So they've got that backing, essentially, that if they go forward with the house purchase, then the mortgage is already ready, essentially. So yeah, any stage really, you can contact a solicitor. There's no set time for it. So just whenever the client is ready, really.
Okay. We have a question here from Rika. Would like to buy a house. I think you mentioned this about, I don't know, about the searches and the ones earlier that you mentioned. Would like to buy a house. How are we sure if it is not going to be a flooded area in the future? Is that how it is? All right. Yes.
Yeah.
I think there were stories in the past wherein there would be areas that are flooded.
Yeah.
So probably when they were looking at it, it was not flooded at the time. But would that appear or come out in the searches if you do such searches, like what you mentioned about mining searches, whatever searches? Can that come out?
That's kind of a tough one, because the search will reveal if the property has had a history of flooding, If it's near like a canal or a water bank that could flood, obviously with excess rain, it is hard to tell if a property is going to be subject to flooding in the future. It's difficult. So obviously we don't know what's going to happen in the future. Our searches, they will flag up what's called like a moderate risk. So like I said, if it's near like a river bank, a canal, then if there's excess rain, then yeah, the property, there will be a chance of it flooding. But if your property, let's say, is in the town centre, no rivers or anything nearby, then there's less likely it's going to be able to flood because it doesn't have that amount of water already. Whether at that stage, what we would do an enhanced flood search, and that will reveal the probability of excess flooding. So I say if there was an excess in downpour of rain, will the property suffer from it? And if so, then it will mention about flood defences, so how the property can be defended from flooding, what mechanisms the local authority have put in place to deal with that. So that's how really you can tell if a property will be subject to flooding in the future, and the risk with that. Like I said, unfortunately, we can't see into the future. The property, it could flood. I'm not going to lie and say it will never flood, because I don't know. I hope it doesn't. But there are factors that I will advise my clients on. I'll be like, there is a river, so it could flood in the future. I hope it doesn't, but I don't know. I can't give that advice because I don't know, essentially.
All right. Okay.
I'll add a little bit
Yeah, sure,
to that,
sure,
just
Dana,
to
yes.
tie it up with if it does flood in the future. So when you look back from it retrospectively, Paul, what you look at is whether or not it was possible at that time, given the information, to be alerted of a possible flooding. Hindi perfect yung forecasting in terms of mga events in the future. So, yun nga, that's the reason why hanapin natin yung mga hints. May riverbank ba? Meron bang dinisclose na flooding history? So, that's the reason why yung property information, very important that kung ikaw yung nagbebenta, be truthful, kasi babalikan yun ng isang litigator if it becomes a problem later on. So, as much as possible, obviously ask and do the due diligence. Pero there will always be a risk of parang unorthodox events happening, like COVID. Wala namang naka-forecast sa COVID. So yun yung part na it really be a judgment call. Considering mo, you've done the best that you can na hanapin yung risk, and kung wala doon, then you're not reasonably expected to spot that. That's how it goes.
All right. Wow. Okay. August, nakuha mo yun, ha?
Oo nga, sir. Marami pa lang kailangan malaman before buying property.
Yeah, that's the summary of it. That's the reason why, very proud kami,
Yes.
With throwing Rosie here, with bringing Rosie here, because of the diligence. That level of diligence is needed.
Rosie, do you coordinate with the bank? When do you actually, more or less, when does a bank come in? Is it when your clients have already applied for a mortgage and you're trying to get the money from the bank to deposit it to the account of the seller? When do you come in actually?
Yes,
When does
so,
a bank? I'd like to understand the bank, you and the client.
Absolutely. So what a lot of clients and just everyone in general don't realise is that we not only act for the client, so the purchaser, we act for the bank as well. So if there is a lender involved, which is like 90% of the time, we act on their behalf. So we have to carry out our due diligence on behalf of the bank as well, because it's the bank's security. And they get usually a client will go to a lender first and say, we're looking to buy this property. We obviously want you to provide our mortgage. These are our solicitors. So at that point, they'll give them my details or the firm's details. and the lender will then contact us to say, we understand you're instructed, please confirm you are, and then they'll provide us the mortgage offer. So we get a copy of the client's mortgage offer as well. It's slightly different, with just instructions for solicitors, which is completely normal. And it will have conditions on there that we have to make sure we meet. So say we're acting in their interest as well. And we have to make sure all the details of the property are correct. If there's any issue with the property that could affect the bank security, we have to inform the lender. And then it's at the lender's discretion whether they are happy to proceed with the property or not, or if they actually want to withdraw the mortgage offer, that's absolutely their prerogative. So if there's a structural defect, or heaven forbid that there's Japanese knotweed, then we have to report that to the lender. We are under an obligation to report that to the lender, and we have to make sure we do our best, like we do for the clients. We have to do the exact same for the lender as well. And if once we're happy with the property, there's nothing to report, we will request the mortgage advance from the lender. They will send that to us on the completion date. So when the client moves into the property, obviously we send that money as well to the seller. And once the seller has those funds, then they will release the keys to ourselves. At the end of the day, we act for both the lender and the client. So we have to do our very best to make sure not only the client is happy, but the lender is as well. So yeah, I hope that covered it.
Okay, what is the lead time from the time that the client instructs you, the buyer instructs you, normally without any hassles, for example, no hiccups or anything? How long is it? How quick is it? 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month? Till exchange days?
I think most of my transactions within 5 to 6 weeks, which it can sound long, but it's actually pretty quick. I'm quite speedy myself.
Right.
I like to get invested, and for most people, they get really excited about buying a property, and I want to make sure that happens as quickly as possible, because I get joy from it, especially for a first-time buyer.
Yes.
It's their first time. They get really excited.
Yeah.
So I want to get them in as soon as possible, and I never see the property myself. I see like a red line of the property. So so I aim 5 to 6 weeks is my aim.
Okay, we hear of chains. So would that take a lot longer? Because what is a chain house? Is it, how do you call it? Chain house or chain? Meaning it wouldn't be sold until it is, how is it? Until, what is a chain? Could you explain it to us a bit?
Yeah, no, absolutely. So a chain transaction can cause delays. A chain is where there are multiple parties involved. So let's say, for example, I am buying a house. I'm buying the house from Dana. Dana is buying a house from yourself, and you are buying a house
From August.
From
August,
yes.
exactly.
From August, yes.
We're all a part of the chain. And what happens is everyone has to agree a date that they want to essentially move in property. And we're all human. We struggle to agree on most things. So, Sonny, you could want to move in on, let's say, a Thursday. I have work on a Thursday, so I can't move in until a Friday. Dana can't do that Friday. She wants to do a Tuesday. And then August is just happy with whatever day. And everyone, unfortunately, solicitors aren't as speedy as each other. Some are quite slow. They have their way of doing things, which is absolutely fine. And so I could be near enough ready to exchange. I'm ready. But Dana solicitors, they're not doing any work. They've taken the day off, and they don't stress the urgency. So that's where the problem comes in. And clients as well, unfortunately. When we send things out to clients, we need them to fill in. Obviously, everyone's busy, everyone works, everyone has kids. And it could be sitting on their coffee table for 3 days. And that's where it gets really frustrating, because I need those documents back. I'm constantly chasing, because I get pressure as well from the solicitors, from the estate agent. And most of the time what happens in a chain is there's one party that is very, very difficult. If everyone agrees with that one party, just cannot agree or just want something different. So that's why we all, as solicitors, have to work together, because our aim is to provide the best service for our clients. And Dana, unfortunately, your solicitors in this scenario are being difficult, and they're not facing you. And it puts pressure on everybody, because like I say, especially for first-time buyers, I want to make sure they get in, they're happy, they're excited. It's to 2 months down the line, and I have to keep explaining that it's not me, it's the chain. The chain isn't ready, and it's like a puzzle piece. You have to wait till everything's in place, and there's just that one piece missing, which is very frustrating. But chains do add delay to transactions. I get very excited when, let's say, it's only me and Dana in a transaction, because that means it should hopefully go quite smooth.
Right.
But I've been in transactions where there's 8 or 9 people in a chain, and it gets very difficult and very confusing as well. But we get there in the end. So hopefully, if you're buying a house, try and buy chain free. It's hard to do, because obviously everyone wants to buy and sell, which is fine. But if you want a quick transaction, look for a chain-free process.
Would you find that out straight out when you're trying to say you talk to the buyer? They will tell you straight away, this is a chain, this is in a chain or whatever.
Absolutely.
They
a lot
do.
of clients actually tell me that straight away. They go, yeah, it's chain-free, so hopefully it should be quite quick. And that is music to my ears. It really is. I've had clients pull up and say there's 6 people in the chain, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is going to be a lengthy transaction. But yeah, chain free. If clients can find that out, that's great, and it will relieve a lot of their stress as well, because in their mind it'll be like, okay, this shouldn't take as long as everyone says, because everyone goes on the internet, and they see a horror transaction, 8 people in a chain. We weren't able to move for 3 months. Which can be the case, but in some cases, chains are fine. All the solicitors get on. Chain free is good, essentially.
That's the best, actually. So if you were to buy a property, it would be best to go for a chain-free property. Well, thank you very much. We've learned a lot today, Dana, marami tayong natutunan sa kanya. And this is continuing. We might have you again next time, probably a few weeks from now, because it's nice that we're having these different specialities being introduced to our viewers, and listeners. So that would be great. So maraming salamat. Thank you, Dana. Well, ikaw na ang ano.
Well, yeah. So thank you very much, Rosie. I was teaching you how to say. Are you ready? Are you ready to say thank you?
Oh, really? Okay.
I don't
Have you learned some Tagalog words, Rosie?
I did. I had a little quiz sheet, but I've misplaced it. I don't want to say anything wrong.
You should.
Yeah,
you've never been to the Philippines, have you? You've never been to the Philippines, have you?
I've never been. I was saying to Dana, I'm hoping to continue, because I'd love to be conversational in Filipino. I really would.
Well, aside from the Filipino words, the language, the place is beautiful. It's more fun in the Philippines. More fun. Remember
Fun in the
that.
Philippines.
It's more
wait,
fun.
bring me over.
Yes.
Exactly.
More
Yes.
If you have, how many friends?
Salamat, Rosie.
Maraming salamat. How many friends have you got here in the UK? Rosie, how many friends have you got?
Oh, I'm
Filipino
quite a friendly person. So I've got a fair few.
How many have you got? About 100, 200 friends?
I would say, in the hundreds, maybe 300 or 400. That's probably me just over guessing. I've only got about 6, but no, I'm quite a friendly person.
No, because you will have to multiply that by 5 or 10 when you get to the Philippines. People will love you. Yes.
Wow.
You will have instant friends. Yes. Filipinos
can't
are very
wait.
loving, very hospitable, very warm. So, yeah. They'd love you back home in the Philippines. Are you originally English? The family is originally English? Are you probably your mom's French or your dad's... Crownshaw, you're English, right? That's original
I'm
English?
American, I think.
Huh?
I'm actually Irish.
Irish. All right,
Yeah,
really?
she's Irish.
Both parents
He's
are
Irish.
Irish. Your mom's Irish as well?
Just my mum is Irish, my dad is English, but yeah, I'm very proud of my Irish roots, as Dana
Wow.
knows.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Wow. But can you speak it? Can you have the twang,
Oh no,
the Irish
a
twang?
lot of people don't speak. The language is called Gaelic. A lot of people don't speak it. Mainly because when a lot of our grandparents came over, probably about just after the Second World War, so they emigrated over here. Like Luton, where I'm originally from, has a very large Irish demographic. And no, unfortunately, it just got lost throughout the generations. I would love to learn it. I'll add that to my list after the film Filipino.
You mentioned you mentioned Gaelic, Gaelic. You mentioned Gaelic.
Gaelic, yes.
Yeah, no, because we were watching the movie. The series Outlander, and they were, although this is in Scotland, Outlander, the TV series. Have you heard of it?
I've not seen it. I've heard of it though.
Yeah, but they speak a lot of Gaelic there. The actors they speak a lot of Gaelic in the TV series. But wow, wonderful! Maraming salamat. Ha? It's. Have you taught her
Yes.
that, Dana?
I
Maraming
tried.
salamat. Can you try it? Can you try that? Can you say maraming?
Maureen.
Can you try that, Rosie? Maraming salamat. Maraming.
Maraming.
Yes, perfect. Salamat.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Salamat.
Oh, you're perfect.
Salamat.
Very
You're perfect. She's good, huh? Unlike the others that would say
She's very good.
maraming. You said maraming?
Maureen,
Salamat.
yeah.
Yes, you had it perfectly. Mahusay. You're very good. So thank you
Yes.
very much. Maraming salamat and mabuhay ka. Mabuhay. Ano ba mabuhay? Long live.
Mabuhay.
More power.
Long live. Yeah.
Long live, yes.
Long live.
Yes, and hope to have you again on the program
Thank
next
you.
time.
I've had so much fun. Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Maraming salamat.
Thank
Okay.
you, Rosie. Maraming salamat.
Ayan.
Thanks, I'll see you tomorrow, Dana.
Ayan, oo.
Tomorrow.
Ang galing nito, no? Bata-bata pa siya, no? Siguro, no? Dana, no? Bata pa siya, no?
Bata pa po, bata. She's very, very good. She's very thorough, very enthusiastic. And alam mo, yung we go back, yung you want to feel you're in safe hands.
Yes.
You would feel you're in safe hands. Na talagang passion yung ginagawa niya, and she would really like to see you in that home as quickly as possible. Na she derives joy from it. Kaya natutuwa po kami lahat. And that's a person you want handling yung transaction na ganito. Na may malasakit sa atin, may malasakit.
Definitely, definitely, because like this is your very, very the biggest
First,
purchase and investment in your life, di ba? And so it has to be right, no? Because you have to live with it for the next 25, 30 years, di ba? With that decision, with that
Or you sell. Or you
exercise of purchasing.
Yes.
So you have to have a
Exactly.
very good conveyancing solicitor. So kung kayo mga kaibigan, if you guys have need of a conveyancing solicitor, eto na ho, si Dana, mga tao niya yan, boss ni si Dana. Kita niyo naman, ha? Di ba?
Colleagues.
Boss,
Yeah.
di ba, nakita mo naman, boss na boss si Dana.
Oo
no?
nga, boss na
di ba?
boss siya.
Ayan.
Yes.
Pero very
Pag bibili ako ng property dyan sa London, sir, si attorney ang kukontakin ko.
definitely. At lahat ho kayo mga nanonood sa atin because at least mapapagkatiwala natin si attorney, no, si Dana, and yung kanya mga yung kanilang firm na sabihin na natin because ano complete stop shop yan eh. They handle everything
Okay.
from contracts to prenuptial pwede rin pala, no? O kailangan
Prenup.
at least mga more than 30 years, 30 days at least hindi yung biglaan, no?
Correct.
Natatanda natin yung mga misconceptions natin.
Yeah,
So,
nakakatawa.
ayan, oo, natututo tayo. Kaya ikaw, August, ha, pagbili mo ng property dito, ha, dito na,
Yes.
attorney. Ayan.
Contact ko agad si
Malima
Rosie.
ako.
si attorney.
Malima ha.
Oo,
Mananalo ko ng 130 million sa Euro billion.
oo. Yes. Okay.
Ayun, yun naman po yun natin is makatulong sa kababayan na mabigyan sila, ma-empower ng information na para hindi man nila kami piliin, but they're equipped with the information para makapili ng maayos.
Pero mas maganda kung sa inyo dahil at least kakampi na natin.
Mas
Friend na
maganda.
natin, di ba?
Mas maganda pa.
Di ba?
Yeah.
August, no? Mas kakampi na natin. Okay. Ayan, attorney, baka meron ka mga final messages at baka mga shoutouts mo, no? Go right ahead, please.
No, I just want to say maraming salamat po for continuing to support us and the legal advice corner for always having us. Always a pleasure, and we hope to give you more of this information week in, week out. Next week, possible medical negligence naman po yung topic natin.
Bet mo yan.
Medical negligence.
Bet ko yan.
I'll be bringing a team member. Medyo, ano naman ngayon, it's more back to the forte ng litigation, but I'll be bringing a team member na naman para mabigyan ng extra na participant para naman maiba ng konti. But we're gonna go back a little bit sa litigation. Because ngayon maraming nagsasabi, paano ba yan? It's been a very, very stressful time for everyone, including the healthcare industry. So hindi naman sa kini-criticize natin yung healthcare industry, but it's a fact of life. Look, human tayo lahat. Human makes errors, lahat ng tao. And so what we hope to do is to be able to give you again information kung ano yung dapat gawin. We always go back dun sa pag-preserve ng evidence. Early information would make a huge advantage sa kaso mo. So that's what we're hoping to do next week. But thank you. Nakakatuwa po. It's always a pleasure na andito kasama nyo. And it's a pleasure to be with you, Mr. Sonny LARAGAN, and to be with you, August, on a Tuesday evening.
Yes.
Ayan, ako.
Looking forward for next week.
Looking forward, yes. Thank you very much. Attorney, mabuhay ka. You take care. And until next Tuesday again for another information legally filled Tuesday. Maraming salamat. You take care.
Tuesday.
Ayan.
Maraming salamat po.
Maraming
Take care,
salamat.
everyone.
Ayan. Have a good evening po. Ayan. Okay. Ayan. Sandali.
During these trying times, we salute the frontliners who are tirelessly caring for all of us against the COVID-19. To all the courageous nurses, doctors, carers, and paramedics at the NHS, words are not enough to thank you. We at Highlight Express International are here to support you back with a full semester 10% discount when you send your balikbayan boxes to your family in the Philippines. Dahil ang Highlight Express International ay para sa pamilya.
Okay, tuloy-tuloy tayo sa ating program on a Tuesday night, no? Ayan, no. Thank you very much, Attorney Dana Quinto kanina, no, yung ating legal advice corner, no? So every Tuesday ho yan, no? Kung meron ho kayong mga problema o meron kayong gustong alamin na tungkol sa batas, kasama ho natin yan dito ho sa ating programa, kasama ho sa ating station dito po, no? Sa Sonny Laragan Show, yung ating program. Okay, kasama natin siyempre si August Mateo on a Tuesday night.
Yes,
At
sir.
may topic tayo. Kung aminin na gay ang anak o kapatid mo, no? Tanggap mo ba? Ayan. This is, well, dahil ano pa, no? Patapos
I'm
yung
late.
ating ano ba tawag dito? Yung ating Pride Month. Ayan. Oo, Pride. Meron kaming London ano rito, no? Pride, may parade yata kami rito. Kayo ba? Meron kayo dyan sa Belgium, August? Oops, sandali. Ba't nawala kang audio mo? Wala kang audio.
Sir, normally sa amin, na-cancel na siya. Ang Belgium kasi isa sa kauna-unahang nagsa-celebrate ng Pride, which is yung second Saturday of the month ng May. Siyempre, nung kasagsagan ng COVID, na cancel siya.
Yan.
So, most of the Pride are canceled now, I
Canceled.
think. Kaya,
I want to just tell Morse na medyo i-horizontal niya kaysa vertical yung kanyang video.
yeah.
Oh,
Okay. More.
Ayan. Ayun, ang galing. Oh, perfect. Mas malaki-laki ngayon ang ano.
Yes.
Ikaw magpakilala nito. Total, in celebration of the Pride Month, no? Kasi June yan. And inabot ho tayo ng pandemic at lahat, no? So nawala ho yung mga parades, yung mga talaga mga bonggang celebrations. So, we're gonna be talking in line with the topic that we have tonight, no? Yung sinasabi natin, kung umamin na gay ang anak o kapatid mo, tanggap mo ba? Pag-usapan ho natin, no? Ito ay medyo very, very, kumbaga, open na ho sa atin sa society yan, di ba? Most of the most successful people, mga gay people, di ba? In Hollywood, in fashion, lahat na, you name it, no? Ando doon ang gay people. So malaki ang contribution ng mga gay people, no? We have to love them, di ba? And they have to love us.
Yes.
Diba? Kaya like I love August. August loves me. We love one another.
Of course, Sir Sonny.
Diba?
At saka, kung walang LGBT members sa ating komunidad, medyo boring. Diba? Kailangan merong pang...
Tama yan. Okay,
Kaya nga masaya kapag meron. Diba?
Papasukin natin itong mga exciting people na makakasama natin. Let's say hello to these people. Nawala yung video ng Morse. Okay. Hello, would like to say good evening to them. Tatlo. Nako, all the way from different parts of the world.
Yes,
Europe.
One
Europe
from
pala.
Amsterdam. Yes.
Okay, one from Amsterdam.
And one from Geneva.
Right.
And the other one is also from one from Amsterdam as well, yata. And they're all part of the first Filipino organization, LGBT Filipino organization in Amsterdam. Pero I'm given a chance, sir, to be the...
Bakit Amsterdam lang?
Kaya nga ito ko continue kasi I've given a chance to be the coordinator of the Filipino LGBT community organization dito sa Belgium.
pakilala
Meron dito
natin
sa
yun.
UK.
Pakilala na natin. Pakita na natin. Ito, sige.
Yes, so nakikilala ko din yung lahat ang mga makakasama natin for today to share their coming out or kanilang opinion.
Sige, pag-usapan natin. Okay, let's say good evening to Ryan Aquino. To Luna and to Morse Flores. Good evening, guys. No? Good evening. How do I call you? Guys or gays? Paano ang tawag sa inyo? Teka muna sandali. Okay, hi.
Okay, it's fine. Hi.
What's the proper term? Say, hello, guys. Diba? Parang hello, guys. So, hello, gays. Ganun ba ang dapat term?
You could, but guys is also fine.
Or kasi kung hello friends, hello buddies, hindi po hello guys.
Hello kapatid, ganun
kasi
na.
maski girls, you can say hello guys, di ba? Hello, di ba? Pag marami, hello girls. Okay, kumusta? Ryan, you are based in saan ka naka-base? Switzerland? Amsterdam ka. Naka-base, no? Okay, bumati ka sa ating mga viewers, no? Sa buong mundo, hindi lamang sa Europa kundi sa buong mundo, no? Bumati ka, sige Ryan, go.
So I'm Ryan Aquino. I'm from London originally, and I now live in Amsterdam. I'm part of the Filipino LGBT Europe, which is an organization established in Amsterdam 2 years ago to create a community of Filipinos who are in Europe who sometimes feel excluded, to create a community of people. And we have country coordinators in different locations, from Switzerland, represented by Morse, August in Belgium, Mary Grace in the Netherlands, and also Finland, Germany, and Spain. And I'll let the others introduce themselves.
Okay. Taga Amsterdam ka, Ryan, no?
But based siya before sa UK, Sir Sonny. He was born, I think he grew up in UK, in the UK.
Yung bang accent mo, Ryan? UK accent ba yan?
I think nawala si Ryan. May na yata.
Okay. Morse, bumati ka sa ating mga viewers, no?
Bonsoir à tous. My name is Morris. I'm based in Geneva in Switzerland. I work for the Office of the United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights.
Wow.
And I've been part of this fantastic organization for the past couple of months.
British ka rin ba?
And,
British ka?
I look forward to working with this organization and also to get to know a bit more of the community, the larger community of LGBTI in Europe.
All right. Have you been based in the UK before? You've got this a bit of a British twang, no? Organization. No?
No, I've never been based in the UK or in any of the English-speaking countries. I've been based in Spain, Germany, and Sweden.
But you're originally from the Philippines. You're originally from the Philippines. Taga Pilipinas ka. You're originally from the Philippines?
Taga-norte ako.
Ilocano?
I come from Cagayan.
Ilocano siya. Yeah.
Amom,
Ay, kasi kababayan mo, sir.
Amom Ibanag?
Ha?
Amom Ibanag?
Ibanag kami?
Juan, Amom Ibanag?
Taga Pamplona, father ko eh.
Kami susunod kami. Pagkatapos ng Pamplona, kami na. Abulog.
Abulog?
From Pamplona. Dulong taon yun. Abulog. Pamplona. Ganun. So magkakaano lang kami. Magkakapit-bahay kami nito si ano. Pero teka muna. So, when did you start working in Europe, Morse?
Actually, I started working in 2005. I came to study. And then after my studies, I ended up working here.
Studies in Europe?
My first job was actually with the UN, so it's been 15 years.
First job? Bakit 35 years old ka pa lang?
I'm old enough, I'm 42.
Really? Pero bata-bata pa, no? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And the third one, siguro. Okay. Teka no, Ryan, taga saan ka muna, Ryan? You sabi ni August, dito ka raw nag work before?
Lumaki siya sa UK, yes.
Lumaki ka sa UK. Lumaki ka ba sa UK? You grew up in the UK? O lumaki lang sa UK? O pinanganak sa UK?
I was born in London.
Born in London
and
kaya
raised
naman pala.
in London. And I moved to the Netherlands.
Kaya pala yung tuwang niya eh. Kaya naman pala. Diyos ko. Alright. Sige. Ikaw naman, Luna. Bakit Luna? Bakit wala kang apelyido na pinanganak ka?
It's a nice name, Luna.
Diba? Bakit Luna pangalan mo? Parang kinapos ang pangalan mo. Luna, good evening.
Hello, my name is Maria Luna Official. I'm part of the LGBT here, Filipino LGBT here. I'm the social media manager, and I'm also the vice president of the internal affairs. And I grew up in Cebu. I've been here now in Netherlands for 8-9 years, around those time. And I first came in Denmark as an au pair, stayed there for a year and a half. And then I moved to Netherlands for a year, I said, but then I never looked back. I just stayed here.
Wow, August, grabe naman.
Mga bigati ng mga guests natin ngayon.
Yes.
Yes.
But that's your like your how do you call it? Like a screen name, an alias, yung Luna, right?
Or nickname.
Or a nickname.
Oh no, it's part of my real name. My real name is Maria Luna, and Maria Luna is quite long, so I'll just stick with Luna.
Mm-hmm.
It's easier.
Teka muna, babae ba si Maria Luna?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Hindi. So ano ka rin? Gay ka rin. You're gay also, of course.
Yes, I am. Yeah.
Okay, teka muna, nakala. Kasi ito si August, minsan may nag-guess kami rito, talaga mga mukhang babae na talaga. No, so minsan
yes, we also have We also have trans sister, Sir Sunny. We also have
Oh.
her name is Kay. She's also trans woman. She's also part of the organization.
Okay, let's launch into this topic that we have tonight. Napaka-cute to, no? You guys, okay, you all are gays, admittedly, okay? So we were going to be talking about probably the challenges, the travails of being gay, no? Unahin natin sino bang unahin natin si Morse. Morse, gay, okay? Because the topic that we have tonight is ito. Kung umamin na gay ang anak o kapatid mo, tanggap mo ba? Have you had this experience in your life, back home in the Philippines, perhaps? When did you first of all, when did you know, to everybody, when did you really find out or know that you're actually gay? Ikaw, let's start with your Morse.
Yeah, well, siguro, it was a very recent incident. I have a nephew. He's only 9. And nanonood kami ng TV, and then suddenly, out of nowhere, he asked me, kasi tawag sa akin daddy. So, Daddy Morse, are you gay? And, in the middle of the whole conversation, nandun ang buong family namin. Mm-hmm. And yung parents niya, they're not really exposed to the discussion on LGBTI issues. So, nagulat din sila. So, they were looking at me and how do I respond to that question? And then sabi ko, ay, oo naman. Sige, pag-usapan natin. Let's go to the kitchen if you have other questions about it. So, dinala ko siya doon. Tapos, ang una kong tinanong, ba't mo tinatanong? Tapos, ang sabi niya sa akin, sa klase daw nila dito sa Swiss, pinag-usapan daw nila yung different types of families sa school nila. Tapos, ang sabi niya, in-explain daw yung teacher nila na in Switzerland, ang isang pamilya daw, pwedeng isang nanay at tatay, pwedeng dalawang tatay, pwedeng dalawang nanay, pwedeng isang nanay lang. Tapos, nung tinanong daw siya ng teacher niya, sabi niya, meron akong nanay sa katatay. But then, nung tinanong daw yung isang classmate niya, actually from the UK, sabi daw nung bata, I have 2 fathers. Nagulat siya. So, ngayon medyo na-confuse yung bata. So, sabi ko, in-explain ko na tama yung na maraming, we have different types of families. And within our own family in the Philippines, in fact, I have a cousin who is my first, I think, oldest cousin ko yun. Siguro siya yung nag-inspire sa akin to accept who I am at a very young age. Although accepted ko yung pagkatao ko at a very young age, I was never the one who goes in front and say, this is me, this is who I am. Pag tinatanong ako ng tao, I wouldn't lie. Tapos, pero of course, ang katotohanan niyan is, I grew up in a very Catholic family. Tapos, but it's not something that we talk about. I'm sure that my parents knows about it, but we don't talk about it. Ganun din sa mga siblings ko. So ang ginawa ko nung mga high school ako, alam mo na, out of pressure from your peers. So I tried to have girlfriends, and I had girlfriends. Even in college, I had a relationship for 10 years. Pero mabigat ang magkunwari talaga. And then when I started to work for human rights, doon ang sinabi ko na you can't be working for human rights and within yourself, you're not true to yourself. You're lying to yourself. How are you going to protect others, support others, if you yourself, you're not convinced? So yun yung una kong advocacy. It was from within. And then I was very lucky to be working in an environment that diversity and inclusion is welcome. And we have strong policies and regulations within our institution that encourage us to be who we are. And I'm very thankful, that meron tayong pagkakataon na nandun sa ganun na environment. So kung meron man akong maging isang kamag-anak, kaibigan, na ganun yung sitwasyon, I would definitely welcome them, but I know that I would also understand na mahirap and we should be the first one to understand, to guide them, to provide them inspiration, courage. Pero we should also be willing to go side by side with them. Kasi ang pinakamahirap na challenge ng pagiging isang LGBTI is not having anyone to talk or to accompany you in that in that journey, because it's a journey in itself. So yun lang.
Okay. Wow. Para naman ako naluha nung August.
Oo nga, medyo. But
para-
I think now, Morris is very happy. Happy na siya ngayon, di ba?
Ayan, oo. Pero
I
ibig
should
sabihin,
tell you
parang,
that this is actually my first time talking about my sexuality.
pero actually, oo nga eh.
Openly.
Sabi niya, recently lang eh. August eh. Recently lang.
Yes,
Mukhang
oo.
nagkaroon ng girlfriend, na sa
Yes.
family,
so I'm
medyo...
actually doing my own personal coming out now.
pero sabi mo,
I have never done this before.
pero cousin mo, di ba? Sabi mo, cousin mo was the one who encouraged ba? Sabi mo? Gay din ba yung
And then
cousin mo?
start siya, sir.
Na-encourage ka na to lumabas?
Indeed, yeah.
Pero you
I
were...
never discussed my own sexuality,
Oo.
let alone online like this.
Oo. Pero buti nga yan. At least may openness tayo. Well,
But
you're in
this is good. Look at me, I'm
you're
smiling.
you're in good hands. Kami naman okay lang naman. We understand the situation. And, kababayan pa tayo from Pamplona ka pala.
Cagayan.
Oo, Pamplona. Isang town na lang yun. Abulog na town namin.
Yeah.
And, okay. Well, sige. Si ano naman? Si Maria. Maria, eto, lalaki to. Di ba? Naging, gay siya. No? Pero teka muna. At a younger, anong age yung pag nakakita ka ng guy na-excite ka ba? When was it? When did you start feeling that? Di ba? Kasi, kunyari ako ay...
First year high school. First year high school. I remember.
First year high school. Ikaw naman, si Morse, kailan mo na feel na parang may iba feeling mo pag lalaki?
No, I was in elementary
Attracted.
school, I think. I have a very good friend. When I was I would say grade 4, grade 5.
Grade 4,
And,
grade 5.
Yeah. But then I wouldn't know how to call it.
It's
And I was
difficult
scared to
explain.
talk about it to anybody. So I kept it to myself. I kept it on my own.
Ba?
And then afterwards, I tried to forget, to put it behind my head. But it keeps coming back. And that's the time you realize that this is something that, that it's within you, that you cannot really, you can really hide. And when I was in high school, I really tried. I actually wanted to become a priest.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Just to run away from it.
All right.
Parang
And then,
Challenge,
when
no?
I was very close to some religious institution, then I realized that if I had taken that route, it would have been worse.
All right. Okay. Well, sige. So it was a late coming out, no? It was a late coming out.
late
Finally
bloomer
Finally ba, were you able to let your parents know na you're really gay? Okay na? Alam na nila?
Yeah, because I've been living with my partner for the past 15 years, but it took me 7 years for them to let them know that that I'm living with somebody. So what I did was actually I brought with me my 3 younger siblings.
Oo. Pwede ka
Because
mag-center?
in
Mag-center ka
sense,
lang.
I
More,
think
mag-center
they
ka.
are more or less
Mag-center-
my contemporaries. I can talk to them openly about it.
Yes. Morse, mag-center ka lang.
So
Mag-center ka lang.
nakakatuwa kasi
Okay. Mag-center ka lang.
Morris, mag-center ka. Kasi yung camera mo.
Oh, yung camera mo, mag-center ka lang.
Medyo
Morse.
kumanan ka
Ayan.
ng konti.
Yan. Ay, gumit na ka lang.
No, liwa.
okay.
Ayan. Oh,
Hindi kasi
iba-
nung
Oo. Sige.
siguro mga 2009, I brought my parents here in Switzerland. They came for Christmas. So dumating sila December 23. Alam niyo, December 24 is a big thing for us. Christmas Christmas dinner.
Yes. Okay.
And my mom basically asked me to to invite someone, if I have one, for the dinner. And I said, yes, I will invite somebody. And then during the dinner itself, around 11 o'clock, dumating yung partner ko.
Oh,
Hindi pa
yeah.
siya partner ko nun.
Oo.
tatay ko yung nagbukas ng pinto. So sabi niya, binuksan niya because he was very excited.
Oo.
Was hoping, it's a girl. But then nung binuksan niya, sabi niya, lalaki. So tinignan niya yung dalawang kapatid na nakababata.
Oo.
Tapos dalawang kapatid na kababata tumingin sa akin.
Anong nationality
So medyo
to?
yung tatay ko na-confuse siya.
Na-confuse.
And then sabi ko, Tay, this is my flatmate.
Hindi mo pa inamin?
Nag-deny
ka muna ng flatmate.
Pero, but then my partner, he handled very well. Ako pa yung mas natakot eh.
Oo.
Tapos, hindi ko mapakali, hindi ko alam kung anong tatayo pa ako or uupo sa dinner table. And then my mom took my hand. Sabi niya, nasa kitchen tayo.
Ayun.
Nung nasa kitchen na kami, tinanong niya ako, it's a very simple question. Sabi niya, anak, masaya ka ba? Sabi ko, oo naman na eh. Sabi niya, then it's okay.
Ayun. Wow. Talagang, naiyak ka siguro no?
So
naiyak ka siguro, no? Naiyak ka lalo no siguro, no? Naintindihan ni mama.
Parang alam mo yung bigat ng nang nasa likod mo, biglang nawala lahat.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Pero, anong partner mo? Swiss? Ang partner mo,
Yes, my
German?
partner is Swiss, French.
Swiss. French.
But
Swiss.
he was born in Geneva.
Ayun. Okay. Well, sige, tuloy-tuloy lang natin. Si Maria naman, from you. Maria, ayan, kung sino ang speaker siyang lalabas eh. Maria, good evening sa iyo, no? Maria? Maria?
Po.
Ayan, oo, ito si Maria.
Ayan.
Maria, wala ka ba balak mag-artista?
No.
Hindi,
Maria, you have to go to the center.
Go to the center, Maria. Center ka.
Go to the center. Wait, how do you do this? Wait. Like this?
And then, can you not see?
Sa kabila.
Oh my God.
Ayan, nakaka-center. Ito, centered si Ryan.
Si Ryan.
Mamaya ka na Ryan.
Ryan is also good story, Sir Sonny. Mamaya
really? Teka muna, balik natin kay Maria muna. Ryan, let us give way to Maria first. Maria, try to be in the center. I'm sure you can see the your screen, di ba? Ryan, can you see the screen?
I can only see Ryan on the screen, though. I don't know if I'm in the center. See. Wait, let me go here.
Ayan.
I'm in the center of my computer, but I'm not
sure.
Ayan. Maria, ano kwento mo naman?
Para siya si Alma Moreno, di ba?
Yes. Kaya nga sabi ko, nag-artista ba siya? Ayan. Oo. Baka merong... Okay. Si Ryan na pumapasok. Maria, sige, magsalita ka para ikaw ang pumasok. Sige.
Hello.
Ayan.
Hi.
Okay. Maria, taga Cebu ka.
Okay. I'm in the center now.
Yes. Maria, you're actually based... You were... sino ba nag-au pair? Ikaw nag-au pair, di ba?
Yeah, sa Denmark, sir.
You went to Denmark as an au pair?
In Denmark.
Okay, nag-au pair ka sa Denmark. And then, how did you end up in Amsterdam?
A friend of mine was here for a few months, and I was already... my visa was already done in Denmark, and she said, hey, I know a family is looking for an au pair. And if you want to, you can come here. And then I said, I just decided, okay, I'll book a ticket. I'm there in 16 hours because I took a train to Amsterdam then. And then I thought to myself, I'll just be there for a year. Amsterdam, red light district. What is there, right? I have no idea. And then it came there. I came here. I came here, and then I'm just I never looked back. I just fell in love with the city, with the freedom of what it offers.
Ayan, okay. Pero, ikaw, marunong, lumalabas yan, marunong ka naman ng Tagalog, no? Marunong ka mag-Tagalog, Maria?
Marunong ako mag-Tagalog, kaso lang, it's embarrassing. Nakakahiya kasi yung accent and my...
Hindi, okay nga, maganda nga, di ba?
Grammar?
No, okay.
Yung vocabulary ko hindi maganda po, hindi marami yung vocabulary.
Maski mag-Taglish ka, okay lang? Maski mag-Taglish? Kasi kami ni August, English yung kausap namin kanina, medyo dumugo yung ilong namin. So medyo papahinga-pahinga pa ng konti.
Gawin ko po yung best ko.
Okay. Ganyan ba favorite mong ayos ng buhok mo? Yung nakatayong ganyan? Yan ang favorite mo? Yan ang type mo?
Actually, I just had a haircut nung Friday. Tapos hindi yung regular na hairdresser. Tapos he ruined it. So that's why now it's like like going to be like this if I remove my clip. That's why
Okay.
I'm just doing it so I look like a person. Otherwise,
Sige.
I would look like a poodle if I remove this one.
A poodle? Hindi, okay nga. Okay ka lang eh. Okay. Sige, sama na natin silang tatlo, no? Dahil nahirapan sila sa centering. Okay, Maria, paano, how did it all start? Paano, when did you feel that you're actually gay? Kasi nasanay ko, puro mga guys na gay, no? Parang nanibago ko sa'yo na girl na gay. When did you really come out? Kailan ka? When did you feel it? Did you feel it when you were still young? Or ikaw ba'y nahawa? May ganyan, may hawa-hawa? Or ikaw ba'y when you were born, talagang feeling lalaki ka na?
I would like to correct this. I don't feel like a man.
Oh, okay.
I am a woman who's
All right.
in love with a woman. I like women. I'm a woman who likes women. But
You're
I'm not
a
a man,
woman.
so I don't.
You're
feel,
a
I don't
woman who
feel,
likes women.
Like a
Pero,
trans man. That feeling. I don't have that.
oh, okay.
But to answer your question, it's the big coming out for me was 3 years. That was the coming out to myself.
3 years ago.
When
3 years ago.
finally accepted to myself that okay, this is what you are, and you might as well just accept it.
Okay.
Stop hiding it. Stop
Uh-oh.
suppressing it. Because
okay.
I did that since I was a teenager. That I just didn't want to accept it. I grew up religious. I grew up in a Christian family. I went to Christian school. I had a big crush on a girl when I was 12. I called her my first
12 years
girlfriend.
old.
But, she's not my first girlfriend, but it was always there. And then you just, because it's not what you don't see it normally. On when you live in a province, you see a man and a woman with a family. You don't see two women walking hand in hand, and it's not normal. And growing up religious, Baptist, reading the Bible, we're not even allowed to wear shorts or wear pants. We just have to wear skirts below our knee and shirts like this, not showing our shoulders, and we're not allowed to sit close to a boy even. These are very strict rules, and if you even lie, you go to hell. And when you're a kid and you're being told that when you have a crush on a girl, you might go to hell. When you're 12, you don't want to go to hell, right? And then it's just in your head the entire time. And then in my 20s, I got into a relationship, but it never felt right for me. And I thought, okay, maybe if we just go longer years together, maybe eventually I would feel good about this relationship. Like touching a guy, maybe I would, feel good about it. But of course, it didn't. And then I came to Denmark. I tried again with guys. It just didn't feel right.
Didn't work out.
And I thought maybe
Tek-
okay,
tek-
maybe I'm
Teka
not
muna.
gonna end up with somebody. And then
Okay.
you just go out drinking suddenly, and then suddenly you start kissing a woman, and then you're suddenly, whoa, what's happening? So it's kind of it's there, but it's not there.
Oh,
It's
teka
there
muna,
again.
teka muna.
It's really
Teka muna,
weird.
teka
And
muna.
then,
Maria.
2 years ago,
Oo. Nag-ano sila eh.
Maria?
Nag-i-speech sila eh, no?
yes.
Oo.
Oo.
Maria? Maria?
May feedback, yes.
Yeah.
Hindi.
Yeah,
Maria?
may feedback ako.
No, wala naman. Okay lang yan. Medyo siguro one of those mga monitors siguro nakabukas ang ano. We could probably ask if you're not speaking siguro to switch off your mic siguro, no? Doon sa mga hindi kasama pa sa conversation. Si Morse nawala yat. Teka, ano ba si Morse? Doble. Ayan, si Morse. Oo, pabalik-balik si Morse. Okay, teka muna. Maria, gusto ko lang, okay lang mo, Tagalogin ka? Para okay lang? Ha? Okay lang. Mag-Taglish ka na lang siguro. Maria, okay, sabi mo, nagkaroon ka ng you also had a parang sexual experiences sa mga guys din, no? Sabi mo, di ba? O wala, parang relationship lang na boyfriend lang, but to the point that did you have sex with these guys? Di ba, you tried, sabi mo?
Yes, of course.
Or gay
Oo.
lang.
Oo. Pero sabi mo, it didn't feel right, parang ganun. Parang wala kang na-feel? Wala kang ano? Ha? Iba ba pag ang girl ang hinahawakan mo,
It felt,
Yeah. Pag babae ba, mas parang...
it feel natural.
May delay tayo,
Don't
no?
feel, I
It
don't
feels
feel
what?
natural, sir.
It doesn't feel natural.
For me, no.
All right. Sabi mo, 12 years old ka when you had a crush with a girl yata? 12 years old? Tama ba yun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oo. Turuan niyo ako, August, ha?
Sir, kasi ganito.
Oo.
Yeah. Ang LGBTQ kasi, sir, is, di ba yung lesbian, gay, transgender, and queer. Pero marami pa siyang additional.
So
for me ako,
lesbian ang tawag kayo, no? Lesbian.
Yes.
Okay. Kayo, gay.
Yes. Kami
Okay.
kami gay kasi we are attracted to male.
To male, okay.
Yung transgender naman, sir, they are born male but they feel like a woman.
Okay.
So yung parang interview natin last time si Ayesha.
Oh, okay. Teka muna. If I call Maria gay, parang hindi bagay. Lesbian dapat ang tawag ko sa kanya.
I don't know. We can ask.
Maria,
we can
what's
ask.
ano proper way of calling you or labeling you? Is it gay or is it
as a part
lesbian?
of the LGBT.
Kasi sabi mo LBGT. So lesbian.
LGBT, yes.
Ano yung LGB?
Gay.
Gay, trans, at saka
Trans
T.
and queer.
May
Yes.
queer pa.
Trans.
Okay. Ay, nawala si
Maybe
Maria.
Ryan can explain as well. Nawala si Maria.
Nawala si
Ryan?
Maria. Ryan, sige si Ryan na. Ryan, how are you?
Hey, I'm very well, thank you.
You don't understand Tagalog, do you?
I
You don't?
understand Tagalog and Kapapangan.
Kapapangan. Okay to Kapapangan. All right. So your dad, your mom, both your parents are Kapapangan?
Yeah, they're both Kapapangan, and I can understand Tagalog.
When you say understand, can you also speak Kapapangan?
Not really, no.
Oh, not Tagalog. Do you understand Tagalog?
I can speak a tiny bit, but not much. But I can
Alright,
understand
okay.
everything.
But anyway,
Kasi
you will
lumaki
have.
siya, sir, sa
I'm still
UK.
learning.
You grew up in which part of the UK?
Stratford, London.
Stratford, where you have the Olympic Village or Olympic thing. Stratford, where you have the Westfield, right? Is that correct?
Yes, but
Well, okay. Pero okay, Ryan, can I ask you in Tagalog? Let's have a little testing, no, August, no? I will ask him in Tagalog. You'll answer in English. Would that be okay?
Sure.
We will test your being a Filipino. Are you a Filipino? Do you feel like a Filipino? Huh?
well, I feel part Filipino, part British, part Dutch.
Dutch?
Yeah.
Bakit naging
I
Dutch
don't
ka?
identify as one.
But what do you mean Dutch? Both your parents are not Filipinos?
Both my parents are Filipinos, but they've got British passports, and I've got a Dutch passport now.
Right. Wow. Okay.
Because so you have a Dutch partner, Ryan.
We got a
You have
Dutch
a Dutch
partner.
I'm single at the moment.
You're single.
A single at the moment.
When was the last time you were single? When was the last time you had a relationship? A day ago? A week ago?
Weeks ago.
Weeks ago. Oh, just recently. So what happened? You are the happiest guy in the world now because you seem to be smiling. You seem to be not.
Smiling
Was
a
it?
lot. Yes.
Was it his loss or your loss?
It's neither has lost actually. I think we've both gained.
You both gained.
I don't see it as a negative. I see it as a positive.
Right.
Because the relationship ends doesn't necessarily means it's sad. It's actually a positive thing because I've got room and opportunity to grow and to do new things. And I appreciate the past that we had together. And yeah, it's a positive plus a positive equals a positive.
So you felt you were not growing with him?
No, I think I'm growing more being single for the time being.
Uh-huh.
But I'm constantly growing. I'm
So
just
what-
growing.
How young are you now? Ryan, how old are you? How young are you now?
I'm 38.
38. So when did you find out, discover that you're actually gay? When was it?
Well, it's the same way that a heterosexual person would find out that they're straight. When did you realize that you were straight? Is the same way I felt when I realized I was gay. I just always was into men. I thought women were very beautiful. I still do think so now. But when I started becoming sexually attracted to a person, they happened to have a male form.
When was it? What age was it when you started to be attracted to
13,
the male? Huh? How
I
old?
was probably 13 or 14, I think, when I started to become
13.
sexually
So
attracted to
what
someone.
was the feeling? I'd like to understand. August, ano ba nafe-feel nyo? Ikaw, high school ka. You told us that you were in high school when you came out. Ikaw ba, August, na nagtago ka muna?
Actually, on my part, Sir Sunny, I didn't say to my parents or to my siblings na I'm gay. It just happened na it's like that. I'm lively, and then suddenly, I went to Europe, and then I met my partner. So that's it. There's nothing walang
So there was no
come out
formal
yet.
opening up. No formal,
No.
Mom, I'm gay. Walang ganon.
No, because in our family we are two. I have one transgender sister, trans woman. I have one brother who's used to be gay before, and but she's now trans na siya, Sir Sunny, and then me.
Pareho kayo. Wala kayong girl. Wala kayong girl sa family.
Hindi, sir. I mean, meron akong kapatid na gay before, pero ngayon transgender na siya. Trans woman na siya.
Oh, pero dalawa lang kayo. There's only just the two of you.
Dalawa na. No, we're not. We're actually 9 in the family. I'm the youngest. But yung coming out, I didn't do it. I didn't have the formal coming out.
But now everybody knows about you.
Of course, sir, because I'm married to Belgian guys.
Okay, Ryan, would you be a different situation because you're actually in a way you're European? So was it easier for a European sake to come out compared to August? In the Philippines, it's a different kind of a culture that we have. So is it easier for you?
I think it was actually for me more difficult.
Was that?
My parents are very religious.
All
They have a prayer group in London, and they've been bringing statues and having a prayer group for many years. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you. Yes,
Can hear you, Ryan.
so you were telling us that's kind of difficult as well. It's not just because you're actually here in Europe that it would be easier because your parents are religious. They would have very religious. No, okay.
Yeah, so because they're Filipinos, and also the prominence of a Catholic culture,
yes.
it was very difficult for me to come out. So I came out when I was 32.
32. All right.
When I told them they
it's
weren't
quite
very
late as
pleased.
Kind of late.
When I told them my mother said she'd rather be dead. She was very embarrassed by me. She'd rather be run over by a bus.
Oh, really?
than to accept
Wow.
me as a son.
August.
She also made references to that she's embarrassed about knowing about me.
Hindi daw bali masagasaan.
So,
Nanay niya.
sorry?
Hindi, sagasaan to be run over by, your mom said that, right? Because of her embarrassment?
Yeah, she was very
It would-
upset.
Mas mabuting sagasaan na lang siya ng
By
ano.
bus than to accept me as
Yeah,
a son.
exactly. Wow. How
Yeah.
about your dad?
And
How did he take it? So here is your mom, a woman who, when Morse was telling us,
Didn't say
understood
much,
him
actually.
more.
He didn't say much at all. He just said I shouldn't be.
Right.
My dad didn't say much. He was more or less just wondering and asking me not to upset my mother. My dad and his family are pretty progressive, I would say, and more understanding.
So was it difficult when your mom was telling you that? When you tried to tell her who your sexuality, how did you feel then?
Well, when she said that, I replied. I sat down for about 10 minutes just listening to her, and then when she was finished, I said to her, "May I speak?" And because I wanted to respect my mother, you always have to wait for your mother to stop talking. And then she gave me the forum to speak, and I said to her, well, I've been with my boyfriend for 14 years, and this is much longer than my sister and my brother, who have 4 children each. So the fact that you don't know about my life, the fact that you don't know that I've got a good life, I've got a nice house, front garden, a back garden, a car, holidays, a good job, and I'm a good person, and you're missing out on all of that, then that's not a loss for me anymore, since I know what I have, and I know that I'm a good person, and because I'm attracted to a man, and I've been with a man, that doesn't define who I am and why my parents should not accept me. Well, of course, that is their choice. So once I said that, I left and I flew back to the Netherlands. And then 2 weeks later, I got a call from my brother saying that my parents were going to fly over to Amsterdam. They did, and they visited me and my ex-partner at the time. And they stayed in a hotel next door. And my dad came inside the house and he had a bottle of champagne. My mother did come into the house. It was such a big statement that they accepted me. And
Oh, that's great. Tinanggap
That's
ko na.
good.
they were
You
missing out,
accepted, all right.
ultimately.
Okay, you found out that you like boys at the age of 13. 32, you came out, admitted to your parents.
Now,
How old were you when you had your first boyfriend or relationship? Nawala na siya, August.
medyo naghahang si Ryan. Yeah.
Nagang. Teka muna, andiyan ba si Maria? Maria? Boy pa ba si
Maria.
Maria, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Hi,
Oh,
guys.
Oo. Teka muna. O sige, stop. Teka muna. Stop natin muna si... ikaw na muna. Intriga ako sa'yo. You know, I just would like to understand you guys, no? You are a woman who likes a woman. But there are also... explain mo sa akin. There are also women
kasi-
who look like men who like women. Where do you fall into? You fall into a... Di ba?
Mahirap kasi, sir. Kasi kaya nga dapat meron tinatawag silang soju, sir. Kasi ang hirap, sa side mo, sir, sana alam ko na yung medyo naguguluhan ka kasi hindi mo alam yung world namin. Kaya
Yes,
maganda yung dapat ma-explain din namin sa iyo para at least hindi ka ma-misinterpret.
Ito ang
Let's say, for
question
example,
ko.
kanina is,
Hindi, kasi ang question ko, for example, gay. Ako, guy ako, tapos gay. Alam kong gay will have a crush on a guy, di ba? Right?
yes.
Pero I would see dito ako masyadong nabuksan eh. Pareho silang mukhang gay na lalaki. Di ba, ang concept ko ng gay is you feel like a woman falling in love with a guy. Pero parang they're both gay. Meron bang parang lalaki doon sa dalawa o may babae ba doon? Sorry, parang ganun, babae at lalaki, no? Parang ganun ba? Kasi parang hindi naman isa lalaki, parang gay din na August eh. So gusto ko lang idalin doon kay Maria na kasi dito merong mga lalaki talagang tingnan eh, di ba? Yung mga nagpapagupit pa ng di ba? Nagpapa-exit.
Yes,
Oo, tapos ang girlfriend nila parang babae. Pero si Maria, looking at Maria, parang babae talaga eh. Anong siya ba ang hanap niya yung macho na babae? Maria? Hello?
So Maria can explain it. Yeah.
Maria?
Hello.
What kind of a woman do you look for? Yung bang medyo boyish ng woman o yung woman na babae talaga?
No, I am attracted to women who are feminine.
Feminine, oh. Pero mukha ka feminine, di ka naman mukhang macho eh. Di ba?
I'm not. No, I'm also feminine in a terminology of gay women relationship.
Yeah.
What do you call that?
Yeah.
Oo.
Yeah, actually.
Okay.
Luna, can I interrupt? Kasi Sir Sunny, lesbian is merong lesbian na parang feminine look like Luna.
Okay.
Meron naman yung lesbian na yung talagang parang lalaki mag-act. But they feel the same. Doon ka siguro naguguluhan, Sir Sunny, kasi si Luna,
Okay.
she's really like a normal woman, pero she she's attracted to a girl. The
Question.
same din.
Question.
Oo.
Ode, kung feminine, if Maria is feminine and she's looking for a feminine, paano yun? Pareho kayong feminine who likes a feminine? Ganun?
Yes, and they consider to be less. Yeah, they are the L. They are the L from the LGBT, sir.
Really, ah? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're happy when you
Tama
were
ba
the
ako, Luna? Tama ba ako?
Luna, are you happy pag may babae kasama ka? When you're kissing a woman, you're hugging a woman, it feels perfect,
Absolutely.
ganun?
It's the best feeling in the world.
Really? Oh, okay.
Go, Luna.
I mean, look at them. Look how beautiful they are. No matter, no matter what size women are, they are just so beautiful. How can you not appreciate that? How can you not like hugging those or loving those women?
Wow. Pero kayo, nobody would notice. Unlike if you were holding hands with a woman walking, we would think that you're a couple of women because some of the Ls, no, the lesbians, they look manly talaga. And then led together with a feminine looking girl, no? Di ba? Oo.
May ganun po, Sir Sandy. Yes.
So marami palang shades ang how do you call it? You're lesbian, di ba? Lesbian. Do you enjoy the tag o gusto mong
I
gay?
would not label myself as a lesbian.
We don't like to be labeled.
I would label myself as a bisexual. That is then terminology for somebody who's attracted to both men and women, but not particularly on the same percentage of is it 50% men, is it 50% women? It's not like that. For me, I am much more attracted to women.
Pero you're admitting that you're bi, you're not a lesbian. Because lesbian would be just homosexual, di ba? Homo.
So Luna is bi, yes.
Bi.
I'm bisexual, yes.
Hindi ka ba confused?
No, not at all. When I was pretending to be straight, I was very confused.
No, because you
Now
say
my head is clear as the sky, blue sky.
No, but you're saying that you're bisexual. So if you said you were a lesbian, yeah, fine. You're 100%, into a woman or into a feminine, Pero sabi mo bisexual, so meaning you can be attracted to a guy as well?
I am also attracted to a guy, yeah.
But what would differentiate your being bisexual? Is it a percentage of that you enjoy having a physical relationship with a woman more than a woman? Ganun ba?
No, it's for me. I would depends on the guy, depends on the woman as well. Not every woman that I have been, I enjoy being with them. Not every man that I have been, I did not enjoy being with them. So it just really depends on feelings towards the person. I've had few relationships with men, and one or two of them was good feelings, and most of them were just wrong decisions.
Pero,
Sir, malawak talaga. Malawak talaga.
Naguguluhan ako kay Maria kasi paano kunyari, biglang Monday, January, February, biglang nagustuhan niyo si Johnny. Mamaya March and April, paano ba yan? How do you know? How does it change? Does it change with the season na biglang, ngayon medyo feel ko girl. Ngayon feel ko guy.
No,
not
at all. No, not
kasi
at all.
August, alam ko gay lang, di ba? Pag August, ikaw lang, isa lang, di ba? Lalaki lang, di ba? Di ba?
Yes, I like more on men, yes.
Oo, so, but have you ever had an experience with a woman? With a girl?
Me? No.
Wala talaga ever since you were young, di ba?
No, never seen them. No.
Okay. Maria, very intriguing yung personality mo, ha? I am really intrigued by being bisexual, di ba? Bisexual. All right. Pero
but that doesn't mean I am jumping from one shoe to the other.
Can I ask you how many okay, magbilang tayo. You've had many relationships. Ilan ang lalaki? Sige.
Oh no, let's not go there.
And then I just wanted to find out if you had more of the men and the women.
That's
diba?
not very nice to us, to be honest.
And then I'm trying, kasi bisexual. Okay, si Morris. Morris, I just would like to understand, yung saying na bisexual kasi, di ba? Hindi ko maintindihan masyado. And I'd like to understand. Pasensya na kayo, forgive me guys, because hindi ko masyadong kabisado pa talaga. And then, punta natin si Morris. Morris, hello Morris. Asa si Morse?
Yes,
Morse,
yes.
whoever talks would have the screen. Ika nga. O yan. Okay, it was quite a late coming out sa'yo, Morse, di ba? Yung bang, when you went, okay, you had a girlfriend back home in the Philippines, di ba? Sabi mo? You had an experience, no? Di ba? Na,
So Mars, you also
I
consider
actually had
yourself
more
before as
years
bisexual.
in a relationship with a woman than a man.
yeah, pero you're not bisexual, are you? You are
Are you
just
bisexual?
parang forced to parang you have to conform in a way
Well,
because
I used to think that I was bisexual, okay? Sabi ko, wait a minute. Kasi I was with a girl for 11 years. in
11
college.
years.
Actually,
Talaga?
when I was a student in Japan. And then, of course, in high school. But then in between, I have a special, I know that I have a special attraction to the same gender. So I thought I was bisexual, but then later on, when I had a full-time relationship with a man, then I think I realized that I'm gay.
Okay.
And if you're going to ask me if I would like to go back to have a relationship with a woman, I think I would say it's going to be very difficult for me.
Hindi kaya, can we not say...
And so that's the time I realized that I'm not bisexual, I am gay. Then the bisexual part of me, in the beginning, was in fact a part of a code, or even I would say it's a front. There was a time that that I used that as a front. I would say, no, I'm not gay. I think I'm bisexual. And that's why people would make jokes saying that yeah, you'll be gay now, you're bi now, but gay later, but as you know, sexuality is from left to right. The diversity of sexuality is a lot. Even gay are different. There are different types of gay. There are different types of lesbian, and that's who we are.
Morse, was there a point that you wanted to hold back? Okay, you had this relationship with a woman, but you were already having these feelings for men, diba? For guys, diba? But were you trying to hold it back? Because the reason why I'm asking you if you were trying to hold back is because you might have experimented with a guy because you had probably a bit of feeling, but as soon as you tasted it and experienced it, lalo kang na involved and you eventually become more gay. Parang ganon. Hindi kaya?
I wouldn't call it experimentation. I think it was much more of what I really want, and what I feel that is the right thing for me. When I was with my ex-girlfriend, of course I was also very happy, but there was always this emptiness. There's always this hole that that you cannot really completely occupy it. I didn't have the same satisfaction, whether this is emotionally or physically, sexually, when I was with a woman. And in comparison to now, since I had my partner, of course I still appreciate women, beautiful women, and intelligent women, because you are attracted to people in different levels, but not on the sexual relationship. So it wasn't an experiment at all. I guess I was in the process of finding my way, or my own sexuality, should I say that?
Wow.
And it's a normal thing. This is not something abnormal at all. It's just that that it depends on the environment that we grow up with. There are people who grow up in a certain environment that that they are much more open and welcome to a certain extent in such a condition or situation.
Okay, Morse.
And
Morse. Oh, sorry, you were still saying something. No, I just want to ask you. because we have our topic tonight, no? Kung umamin na gay ang anak o kapatid mo, tanggap mo ba? Would
Actually,
you...
Sir Sunny,
Yes.
sorry to cut you kasi one of our listeners or one of our viewer,
Okay.
parang may sinabi kasi siya, parang sabi niya, sorry sabi niya parang may mali doon sa tanong, tanggap, it implies na may mali sa sexuality ng bata. Let's normalize queerness. So I don't know what's the real term. So Kay, if you're still watching, please tell us what is the best question ba? Kasi yung tanggap mo ba, parang mali daw, sir. Parang there is something wrong.
Ano ba dapat sabihin?
So I don't know what would be the best?
Okay, what we did here is we have to compress it into matatanggap mo ba o tatanggapin mo. Kung mami na gay ang anak o kapatid mo, tatanggapin mo ba, matatanggap mo ba? Ganun, yun lang naman Tanggap mo ba? We had to make it brief, parang punchy na lang. Kung umamin na gay, kasi look at that, tanggap mo ba? If you add more, matatanggap mo ba? Lalagpas Lalagpas. So we had to
Kaya
sort
that's why, sir, I'm asking Kay to comment what will be the best question or what will be the best word na gamitin with regards dun sa tanggap mo ba or tanggap. Kasi parang sabi niya tanggap yata, parang it's like implies na may mali sa sexuality. So, Kay, please, if you're still watching, please comment.
Ito, may comment lang dito, si Darmin. Tignan ko lang tong comment ni Darmin. No? Tignan natin tong comment ni Darmin. I-flash lang natin, baka sakaling maano natin. Oops, asa na ba yan? We'll try to come up. Ito, sabi ni Darmin, kaya lang maliit, no? I don't know kung mababasa mo yan. Oops, ayun, sandali Okay, ito basahin lang natin to August. I have a lot of sandali, basahin natin dito. I have a lot of... sige, basahin mo nga. Babasa mo ba?
Yes. Sabi niya, sir, I have lots of LGBTQ friends and I love them all. If one day my Amira gay, I would accept her. Make her feel loved and make sure she never have to feel ashamed of what her preference. Unfortunately, a lot of my families even go as far as disowning their children, and I know some who are ashamed of their kids. To those families, shame on you. So Ate Darmin is also telling us that we also have family members being disowned.
Pero hindi rin madali, Darmin. It's not easy for families to accept that, no? Because siyempre, like for example, the mom of si Ryan, 'di ba? Sagasaan na lang ako ng bus, 'di ba? Parang mamatay na lang, mas mabuti pa mamatay na lang kaysa ganyan ka, no? So hindi rin madali. In fact, itong si Morse, it took him a long time. Kaya nga, bago ka nagsalita, bago ka sumigit August, ang gusto ko sana itanong kay Morse, ano ang dapat na ginawa mo na? Kunyari, knowing na, siyempre, gusto mo na rin mag-advise sa mga growing up na mga LBGTs, no? Yep. Ano ngayon ang may advice mo? No? Dahil nadaanan mo, ikaw, takot na takot ka In fact, by accident lang, it had to flow na lang Wala kang masyadong effort on your part to really, muster the courage and tell your parents, no? Pero ngayon, what would you have done siguro kung given the chance again to
me,
probably open up?
Ito yung una kong actually ito yung una kong I wish I came out earlier. Yung una kong yung sasabihin. Pero yun nga, it wasn't easy. So, para sa mga kabataan na nakikinig dyan or nanonood na they are in the process or in the moment of questioning their identity or sexuality, you need to reach out to people. You need to reach out to organizations. You need to reach out to your elders and ask for guidance, advice. If you have existing LGBTI organization within your community or within your school, talk to people who knows the subject. Mm-hmm. Don't take it as a personal struggle, because in many parts of the world, in fact, a lot of gay young men and women commit suicide because they felt that they're alone. Growing up, especially in a very religious community like in the Philippines, where it's being preached in pulpit in the churches that being gay is synonymous to being thrown out into the hell of fire and all that. That it's not easy. because these are the people that you look up there in the pedestal, and then if you see them saying that, it's vilifying a human being. It's denigrating. It's inhumane, basically. So those for young people, they need to find mentors. They need to find institutions. They need to find people around them who could provide them advice and guidance. If you are a teacher and you're listening, if you are in an academic institution or in a school, this subject of sexual education, identities, it's very important. A lot of people actually leave the education system because they felt that they are outside, of the competence of this situation. They felt that they're not a part of the system. So sana within our education system, maging inclusive din yung ating curriculum. That when we talk about gender identities, gender or sexual orientation, that it should encompass the whole variety, the whole diversity of sexualities. Kaya nga yung symbol ng LGBTIs, it's a rainbow flag because it's from A to Z. That's the reality of our identities. It's not just being gay or lesbian. We know that we are people who are asexual. So we need to be open in our education system to be inclusive.
All right. Okay. Morris, can you hear me?
Yes.
If I say a number, can you say it back to me, please?
Which one?
May delayed kasi yata.
If I say a number, can you say the number back to me?
Okay, 5.
Okay. Ready, yeah? Okay. 4.
Yep.
1.
4.
7. 1.
7.
Mabilis naman pala. Napasarap din lang siguro. Ang galing ng speech. Okay. All right. Pero sabi mo, education, ready na ba ang Pilipinas? Gusto mo bang, ito kamukha na sinasabi ikaw ba yun? O ikaw yata nagsabi, yung man to man, two fathers, one mother, one father,
yes.
Ikaw yun.
Sir, yeah.
Ready na ba ang Pilipinas dyan? Kasi you know what, dito sa UK, may isang eskwelahan na tinuturo sana yung ganyan, yung parang mga lesbian, mga gay. Nag-rally mga teachers na yung mga parents hininto yata.
They're not yet ready.
Hindi pa ready, hininto yun eh. Hindi ko matanda kung Birmingham yun.
Well, I don't think the question is not are we ready or not. I mean, if we are going to continue, using that as an excuse, then women would have never had the right to vote. Because if women were not ready to
Pilipinas
vote,
ang pinag-uusapan natin.
Continue the same.
No, pero Philippines ang pinag-uusapan natin. Yan pala magandang topic.
The battle will never be.
Pero, but that's easy for you.
Move forward.
But that's
I
easy
think
for
it's
you.
about education is a very important aspect to this because that's where we learn at a young age. If we learn how to bully at a very young age. We learn to discriminate people at a very young age. By the time you are 16 or by the time you are 15, it's too late. So really, when we talk about sexualities, I think we start from the beginning. We start in our communities. We start in our families. That that we don't make fun to people.
No, we're not making fun of people.
Look like us, who doesn't act the way we act, the way we talk. And it's not just in the education system. I think it should start within our own families. We make fun of people who doesn't look or act like us, and we call names of people.
Okay, pero madali bang gawin sa Pilipinas yan? I don't think it's easy. It's easy to say education, pero mahirap yan. Yung sinasabi mo, hindi basta-basta. Kita mo, yung father mo, yung mga, di ba, yung mga kwento, yung mother ni nasa Europe na yung mga parents ni Ryan, no? And yet, di ba, masagasaan ako, it's easy to say education, pero I don't think we could probably, it would take a long time pa, no? Sa atin siguro. Ano palagi mo, August? Madali ba? Include sa curriculum kaagad ng Pilipinas ngayon yan? Siguro, it will take about 5, 10, 15 years pa siguro, di ba? Hindi ganun ka...
Sa akin, sir, in my opinion, I think in my opinion, Sir Sunny, siguro napapanahon na rin for me. We will try, pero we're not 100% sure na matatanggap, but at least we try.
That's good to try. Yes, I would no. Pero hindi pwedeng idealistic na education na ituturo natin 'yan.
Yeah.
Because yung mga parents din
Kasi
natin
ako, sir,
hindi basta-basta di ba?
To be honest with you, Sir Sunny Morse, I'm also part of LGBT, but sometimes meron din akong confusion yung mga tipong mga like for example sa part ng transgender, minsan may trans woman, transsexual, transgender. So talagang napakalawak, Sir Sunny. We need to kailangan talagang malaman mo talaga, hindi ka basta-basta pwedeng magsalita na ganito ka kasi you have to know everything. Kumbaga, for example, sir, kasi yung transgender, marami talaga siyang, marami siyang member pa.
Teka muna,
Hindi lang isang...
pero ang gusto bang mangyari ni Morse sa ituro sa eskwelahan, siguro sa college pwede, university. Pero may edad na yung mga tao ngayon because of the internet, you can see everything now. Mas madali, no? Are you talking of education down to the elementary level? Kano ba? Primary school level?
Like for example, I'm giving if you don't mind, I'm giving the example of my nephew. He is in grade 4, I think. So, he's grade, so he's 8 years old, 7.
Philippines. Sa Philippines yan, ha?
And it's amazing to have a discussion about a family that way, at a very young age. Kasi na-expose yung bata na wala pa siyang emotional baggage. Wala pa siyang masyadong bagay sa utak niya na magka-clout dun sa pananaw ng isang bata.
Teka muna. Sandali.
When we start
Mars?
When we start introducing
Mars, yung pamangkin mo ba nasa Pilipinas o nandito sa Europe?
Hindi, nandito siya.
Yun, kaya nga. So, ibang klase yan, no? Pwede rito yan sa Europe.
I wouldn't see the difference between the Philippines and Switzerland in terms of of education system. I think that ang ano lang siguro dito, ang advantage lang siguro dito is that they really teach those issues at very young age.
Yun nga, kaya nga.
Sa atin, we come a bit later. Pero yun nga, it would be too late, I guess. Yun lang yung punto de vista ko. Ang sinasabi ko lang is siguro kung mas yung mga kabataan, mas exposed sila sa mga issues. Not just about sexuality or gender, We're talking about human rights in general. And if you have the opportunity to have that at very young age, I think it's a lot better for us.
Ito, simple lang ha. Ito, mag-ano lang ako simple. Mga experiences ko when I first arrived in Europe, okay? I went to the park. Ang mga babae nagtatopless. Topless. You don't see that in the Philippines. Sa punta ka sa beach na dito Brighton for example, makikita mo they go topless. They go topless nga. And then my first experience is, have you been to the UK, to London? Have you been to London? Okay. First time ko nakakita, ngayon lang ako nakakita na nagkikiss sila sa Trafalgar Square. Ang tagal nila mag-kiss. I don't see that in the Philippines, no? Maraming mga bagay na open dito sa Europe na hindi open sa Pilipinas. Hindi mo makikita. So, ibang-ibang ugaling Pinoy, ugaling no? So, you can say, for example, na there is a whole lot of difference of a child growing up in Europe and a child growing up in the Philippines. Ibang-iba. Predominantly Catholic yung Pilipinas, no? Ibang-iba talaga tayo. And we have to accept that. Siguro it will take a longer time, no? Kung ang sinasabi mo education...
But we will be there, sir, soon.
Definitely. Everybody. Di ba, na-open na nga ngayon lahat nga. The LBGT. Pero, yun nga, in terms of comparing a grade 4 kid, ilang taon yun sa Switzerland and somebody in the Philippines, it would be a whole lot different, no? Medyo may iba pa rin. Pero, which is good. Maganda yung advice mo ngayon. Come out now. Kasi, di ba, yung burden, di ba?
Yes.
Would you say that you lost some years of happiness? O happy ka pa rin in a very clandestine way? Nagtatago ka dahil may boyfriend ka pero patago. Would it be better ba? Or I don't know kung may sense of excitement pa ngayon dahil nagtatago ka . Would it be better ba kung labas ka?
I think, when you have, at a very young age, that's where you develop your attitude, your personality as a person. And may impact yan sa paglaki mo . you know, when you are unable to develop that personality, you know, that disposition at a very young age, it would affect you as a human being when you get older. So what I'm saying is, for gay people, especially the young men and women who are members of the LGBTI community, if they are in hiding, if their identities, if their own identities is being put into question and being denigrated and being called abnormal, you know, to internalize that at a very young age, it is very difficult.
Kayo ba, have you experienced that where you called not normal, August? Ako, I'm open-minded. I have friends who are gay.
Ako,
You know, hindi ako
so far,
tumutokso o hindi ko ibinubully o hindi ko inaaway ang gay. Okay lang sa akin. Kayo ba, like, have you experienced that? For you to say that, were you denigrated? Ikaw ba, Morse, have you experienced that?
Oh yeah, yeah.
May personal experiences ka pala,
yeah.
kaya gano'n.
Ako luckily, Sir Sunny, ako wala. So,
Wala nga, kaya nga.
I'm very
Oo. Ayan. Si Maria, hindi mahalata yun. Dahil mukhang babae. Di ba? Tanungin natin ano pangalan to? Ano pangalan niya?
Ryan.
Ryan, are you there? Ito, teka muna, basahin natin itong message dito, August. Ayan. Good evening everyone. Para sa akin, depende. May gay kasi na walang respeto sa sarili. Kaya binabastos ng ibang tao. At dahil sa mga ganyang gay, lahat nadadamay. At syempre kung ganyan ang uri ng gay, magiging kapatid o anak ko, medyo mahirap tanggapin. From Arian Vidal, how do you pronounce it? Van Sipe. Pero kung maayos naman siya, wala akong problema. Ayan. So, ayun ko, ano ibig sabihin nun? Ano ba yan? Parang malasumang gay o skandalosong gay o I don't know kung ano ibig sabihin nun.
Oo. Kasi yan, Sir Sunny, isa ring malawak na topic yan.
Na ano? Which one?
Ayun kasi kasi meron yung paano ba masabi Morse? There are some gays that
sige,
are
okay lang
really,
kasi
like,
ako
very loud that
okay.
yung let's say for example, if you're not wearing appropriate dress in the public na alam mo talagang kasi it's okay to come out, it's okay to be you, to be gay. But of course, may binabagayan kayo, Sir Sunny. Let's say for example, if you are in a cafe or a restaurant and you're gay and you're like shouting like that, of course sometimes hindi maring maganda tignan yun para sa isang membro ng LGBT. So kailangan talaga may binabagayan din. Meron talagang paano ba to? Meron talaga siyang dapat maging paano ba masabihin yun? Ang hirap kasi, Sir Sunny
Pero alam
so
mo,
let's say for example, if
ako
let's say let's say if I go if I go to gathering, let's say wedding, ganyan. So I just go there with the normal thing, yung casual lang, hindi masyadong pansinin, hindi masyadong vulgar.
August, tanongin kita. Ikaw, mahal kita dahil siyempre, kumbaga, ikaw a very good friend of mine. Tanongin lang kita. Gusto ko lang malinawan kasi naguguluhan nga ako, like I said, kasi ang classic na idea ko ng isang gay, may crush sa lalaki. Okay? Yung lalaki talaga na heterosexual.
Yeah.
Ang pinagtataka ko lang, yung gay, tapos the gay, yung parang malambot na baba na lalaki, ang kasama rin niya malambot. Can both gays fall in love? Parang yun ang iniisip ko. Kung nakukuha mo where I'm coming from, no? Diba parang...
Yes, I know, sir. Kasi meron ding mga gay. There are some gays who like straight men. But they consider their feeling is gay. Meron naman yung gay that their feeling towards another gay is also gay.
Ganun. So they can fall in love. Yung parehong gay na yun. Yung sinasabi mo.
Yes, oo. Pero yung feeling kasi namin, sir, like Ryan, do you feel also attracted to heterosexual guy?
Ryan, I'm trying to reconcile the thought of my idea of a gay guy is somebody who falls in love with who's got a big crush perhaps on Brad Pitt and swoon over him. But I see a lot of gays being with another gay guy, something like that. So is that yun, di ba? Ganun ang relation. Marami bang kulay yung mga yan? Yun, ayaw ko, may sasabi, just a relationship na si anong babae.
I think it's important to understand.
Sige.
Go ahead, Ryan.
I think it's important to understand that there's a spectrum of different types of people. At the moment, we're labeling people straight and gay, whereas to understand that the spectrum of society that fall.
Mahina yung signal niya, no?
Mahina signal ni Ryan. Yes.
Ryan, where are you right now? Are you at home?
Yeah, it's not very clear.
Yeah,
It's not very clear. Okay, itong grupo nyo, LBGT Europe, how did it come about? Who organized? Who is the brain, who was the brainchild of
I think
this? Who?
Luna can tell about it.
Luna? Asa ka, Luna? Luna?
It's one of the originals.
All right. Luna, how did this come about? This LBGT Europe, how did this come about? Paano nabuhay itong, ano na to? Etong,
Filipino LGBT.
Yes, Luna.
The foundation was established 2 years ago on March 8th with 4 founding members, Chris, Santa Brigida, and oh God, I'm so bad with names, but they are based here in Amsterdam. It was to create a community and to have a talk regarding about family legalities in the Philippines, like when you have marriage equality. That was 2 years ago, and it has grew so much within the 2 years. We now have coordinators in some countries of Europe.
Ilan na kayo? Ilan ang members nito, Maria? Ilan na kayo diyan sa grupo ninyo?
We on our social accounts we have 2,000 on our Facebook and more than 2,000, and on our Instagram we have almost 500.
Marami na yan, Marami.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry.
Marami na yan. So 2 years ago, when you started, when you were founded, and then now you've got about 500 yata. Did you say in Instagram?
2,000.
2,000 on
Facebook. We have more than 2,000 on Facebook and around 500 on Instagram.
Okay, so 2 years ago you were founded. What was the biggest event or biggest, I don't know, activity that you've initiated, since the founding?
Since the foundation was organized 2 years ago, during that time we already participated in the biggest Amsterdam Pride last year, which we won 3rd place for the best design.
Oh, right.
With 86 other participants. So we won, and that was one of our biggest achievements as well.
And the first time ever.
And there has been a lot of events last few years. There was an event a few months ago with our trans sisters here in the Netherlands. So we were able to listen to their issues and where we could go from there. And there has been a lot of and then this COVID-19 happened a few months ago. We were also able to be part of one organization, other 17 organizations here in the Netherlands, and we were able to help other fellow Filipinos here in the Netherlands.
Magaling. Oo. Okay, well, siguro we're gonna have a part 2, no? Siguro at this time, siguro we're gonna ask each one of you probably for some shout outs or things that you'd like to say more, or add to what we have asked you na gusto nyo ipaliwanag, explain pa, baka hindi namin na itanong, gusto nyo idagdag. Maria, yeah, sige. Ayan. Final word sa'yo, Maria. Baka may gusto kang sabihin. Maria, sige, go. Anything, mga last messages, mensahe, or something that we haven't asked you and you'd like to let the people know?
Sorry,
Please go right ahead. Yes.
Cutting off. Sorry po. What was
Okay.
Hello?
Hindi. Maria, magtatapos na tayo. So, baka may mensahe ka, baka meron kang gustong idagdag sa mga naitanong namin. May gusto kang iparating sa ating mga viewers. At saka baka may gusto kang batiin. Go right ahead, please, Maria.
Oh, I would just like to tell all of my fellow queer ladies out there, don't be afraid to fall in love. Don't be afraid to live your true self. It's the most beautiful thing to just be who you truly are.
Yun. Falling in love, ha? Talagang mukhang romantic ka, Maria. You're a very romantic person. Ha? Tama ba?
Well, I try to be.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Ayan. Okay. Well,
Calm siya, sir. Calm siya. Very calm personality niya.
Pag siguro ikaw nakakatuwa siya. She's very calm, no? Very calm and collected. Talagang cool na cool. Ayan. We should call her Cool Maria.
Nervous.
Dalawang klase kasi August pwedeng nervyoso, ninenervyos, o pwedeng cool na siya. Oo. Ayan. Uminom ka na maraming tubig pagkatapos nitong interview natin, no? Para nang sa ganun medyo, di ba? Okay. All right. Si Morse, ayan, Morse, messages, anything more you'd like to add?
Yeah, I still, para sa akin, I still believe that ang edukasyon may napaka-importanteng napaka-importanteng role sa pag-advocate at pag-raise ng awareness tungkol sa issue na related sa LGBTI. I think the younger we start, the better. Kung minsan hesitant yung mga tao na do you think kids that are 5 years old, 6 years old would understand the issue? You will be surprised how open they are. Ang inisip kasi ng tao magiging corrupt yung pag-iisip ng bata. Pero sa experience ko, yung nga sabi ko nga, I wish, I was exposed to these issues at the earlier stage of my life. I would have been a better person. I would have not hide my own identity. I would have not lied to people about it. Siguro, ang dami kong dapat na iwasan na hindi ko dapat ginawa if I had the chance, to be who I am at a very young age. Of course, lessons learned sa akin yun, and there are a lot of things to learn from. I think we are very lucky to be living in a certain environment where we are now. We're quite free being who we are. Pero kaya nga maganda na nandito tayo sa isang association like LGBTI Europe, wherein we would be able to learn from those who have paved the way ahead of us and bring those lessons learned to places like in our own country in the Philippines where we can learn lessons from, and vice versa. People in Europe could also learn from us. The knowledge about LGBTI is not a monopoly of a race or a country or a people. So there's always something to learn from each other. So yun yung ano ko. And mabuhay tayong lahat.
Mabuhay ka. Naku, mabuhay ka.
Mabuhay ang mga Cagayaneno.
Oo.
Sir, ang tawag sa inyo, Cagayaneno ba?
Cagayanos yata, Cagayanos. So, mabuhay ka. Okay yan. Oo, tama yan. Is getting to let them know, educating people on the issues, of the LGBTs. Ryan, sino ang presidente niyo? May presidente ba kayo? Is there a president?
Yes, sir. We have president, which Chris ang pangalan niya, sir.
Hindi kayo.
He's also based in the UK before, but he's now married to a Dutch guy in the Netherlands.
Okay. Chris tuloy. Ryan, final words, things that you'd like to add more to what we've discussed?
Yeah.
Or, or probably some shout-outs. Go right ahead, please.
Well, sorry that my connection was so poor this evening. What I want to say is that there are a lot of people who do not understand LGBT people, but those people who are LGBT, who feel very alone and misunderstood, they're not alone. There are people out there who want to help them. There are people who are like them. And reach out to us if you know someone who's struggling, because as Moore said, a lot of them do commit suicide. A lot of people do struggle. So as we try to improve the education of people to understand LGBTs, let's also show some compassion and try to educate ourselves to be more understanding that there are more things than just these labels that are so strongly defined in society. And thank you very much for the opportunity.
Wow, thank you very much to you guys. Huh? Thank you very much for being a part of tonight's show, and somehow in a small way
we'll
learn. No, so maraming salamat. Ayan, Morse, thank you very much. Ryan and Maria, I hope to have you again on the program next time.
Maraming salamat, Sunny and August. Maraming salamat. It was a pleasure to be with you guys.
Yes, it's a pleasure as well. So
let's have be the last time. We were going to have another time.
Mabuhay kayo. Ayan, mabuhay. Ayan, August, ha? Kita mo naman na alright.
Sir, sa akin naman kasi, I think ang masasabi ko lang, unang-una sa lahat, first of all, you have to accept yourself. Kasi kung di mo i-accept ang self mo, hindi ka makakapag-educate, hindi ka makakapag-advise. First thing foremost is you have to accept kung ano yung sexuality mo, then be happy, be proud. Yun lang, sir.
Ang education ba, is it more of the other people knowing who you are, or is it more understanding who you are? Ganon. Ikaw ba, nabubuli ka ba? Sunny, nagkakaroon ka ba ng away? Ako, hindi ko
Hindi naman, sir. Pero kasi ang masasabi ko lang, sir, kasi iba kasi ang pananaw ng mga Pilipino pagdating sa LGBT compare sa mga taga-West. Kumbaga, ibang-iba. May comparison talaga. Meron talaga pagkakaiba.
O depende sa tao. Siguro baka wala akong problema sa LGBT. Ganun ba? Meron ba kayong problema sa mga ibang tao? Ano ba acceptance ba ang problema? Ano bang problema?
Oo. Kasi Sir Sunny, let's say for example, yung ngayon sa Philippines, yung pinaglalaban namin yung Soji bill, hanggang ngayon hindi pa rin ma-approve. Kasi marami pa rin
bill? Ano? Sojo? Ano?
Soji bill.
Ano ibig sabihin nun?
Gusto ko na.
S-O-J-I? Soji? S-O-J-I?
Oo, Soji bill, yes. S-O-G-I-E.
Anong gustong ipanukala nun?
Sir, yung tipong rights namin, yung rights ng mga kababayan natin sa Pilipinas, yung hindi sila i-discriminate, pagting sa workplace, yung let's say for example kasi ngayon may mga problema, yung mga ganon. Let's say for example, yun yung pinaglalaban ngayon ng isang congresswoman na a trans woman.
taga-Bataan yan.
Yes, taga-Bataan. Siya yung author ng bill na yan.
Nakatabi ko yan dito kami na sa nag-dinner kami sa Romulo Cafe. Oo. Well, that's good.
Sir, to be honest, marami pa rin akong dapat matutunan with regards sa world namin. Kasi syempre hindi basta-basta yan. Maraming tulad mo ikaw, sir, di ba marami ka natutunan ngayon? Ngayon, alam mo na ngayon na.
Hindi. Ako naman, ako open ako. Lalo na ako, walang problema sa akin. It's just that I just ask some questions lang na ganon. Yeah. Paano? Ganon. Bakit ganon ang relation? Kasi may mga gay sa atin, makikita ko mga teenager, mga gay, na kinikilig sila pag makakita ng gwapo, Piolo, o kung sino mga artista. Tapos pag niyakap sila ng babae, kunyari, kalaro nilang kaibigan, hay, huwag kang lumapit sa akin, kadire. Ganon, parang inang-ano ako, ganon. So, iyon ang iniisip ko because parang kapwang girl, tumabi sa kanila, parang hindi tayo talo. Di ba? May ganon mga biruan. Hindi tayo talo. Yeah. So, yun ang iniisip ko. My classic example, thinking was a guy and a gay. Ganon, parang ganon. Pero yun na lang siguro.
Pero sir, bago tayo matapos, anong sagot mo dyan sa topic natin? Ikaw ang tatanungin. Let's say sa mga anak mo.
Okay. So far, hindi ko wala akong magagawa talaga. Ganun talaga. Ang buhay, kanya-kanya talaga. Plus, a lot of successful people are gay. Ako, mas open-minded ako Mas kaya kong tanggapin yan. Kunyari, gay ang aking anak. Meron ako actually sister. Pero ang sister ko from woman, naging gay, naging babae uli. May uncle ako na gay, no? So, yeah, okay lang. In fact, yun ang mga inspirasyon ko dahil, mas mahuhusay silang magturo eh. So sa akin, kung umamin na gay ang anak ko, kapatid ko, okay lang. Walang problema sa akin. Ako, eksakto talaga, first hand, may sister ako na talagang, queer. Queer ba? Ayaw niyang lesbian. Queer. Parang ganun. Tama ba yun, Maria? Kasi kay Maria,
Kasi marami yan eh.
Maraming tawag.
And then si Maria is bisexual. Oo. Just to be clear, sir. Kasi mali tayo kanina. Kala ko din sinabi ko lesbian siya, but she's bisexual.
Oo. Meron bang bisexual? Okay. Ang ganda ng mga puro sex. Okay, puro sex ang pinag-uusapan natin. May sex.
LGBT. Yeah.
Oo. Natutuwa nga ako.
Actually, sir, marami na silang dinagdag ngayon, sir. Kasi supposed to be before is LGBT lang. Pero ngayon marami na. May LGBTQ+. Marami pa, sir. Hindi lang
So marami naglantaran. Maraming all shades.
Marami pa lang all shades, yes.
Oo.
May fluid pa silang tinatawag. So, yeah.
Pero
kaya next time, sir, party natin yan.
Pero hindi pwedeng hindi pwede sumali sa inyong straight, no? Mga heterosexual, no? Kailangan wala kayong mga honorary members, no? Walang ganun, no?
Parang sinama na rin yata nila, sir, ang heterosexual, oh.
Sinama ba nila heterosexual?
Sa community, yes.
Oo. Nakakatuwa ako kay Maria. Gusto ko yung hair niya, nakataas, di ba? No? Tapos bisexual. Wow, romantic. Sabi niya, love. Talagang kailangan just fall in love, ganyan, no? Feel love. Okay. Well, maganda yung gabi na to, ha. Let's have them again. Let's have Ryan again. Let's have Morris. Let's have Maria, no? Next time siguro si Maria hindi na mangangatog, no? Hindi na kasi cool na cool yung
nervous daw nervous siya kanina daw, sir.
Ito magsasabi. Ano yun, Maria? Ninenervous ka?
Probably just need to take some shots. I don't know.
But next time, okay na yan. Okay. Anyway, so thank you very much. August, magpaalam ka na. Napasarap ang kwento natin.
Ayan. Thank you so much sa lahat ng mga nakisama at nanood ngayon for today. And thank you sa lahat ng membro ng Filipino LGBT communities sa Amsterdam.
Yes.
And thank you to Ryan, to Morris, to Luna, for giving us the opportunity na makasama sila for tonight. And of course, Sir San and I learned a lot today. And of course, we will continue to learn more about the LGBTQ world.
This is your home, LBGT, no? The LBGT Europe, no? Pinoy, Filipino Europe, ganun ba? May kasama pa?
Filipino LGBT community.
Community.
Organization.
Ayan. Kaibigan ng Sonny Laragan Show, yung mga yan, di ba? Mga kaibigan natin.
And shout out sa presidente, si Chris, sa president ng organization.
Ayan, oo. No, this is not the first and the last time that we're going to be talking about this and welcoming you guys over, no? And it's a nice discussion. We might not probably agree on things, pero at least we welcome the, how do you call that? Yung, diba? Diversity of opinions and ideas. So welcome kayo rito. Okay, so I guess it's time for us to say goodbye. So on behalf of Maria, Morris, Ryan, and of course, Attorney Dana Quinto and Rosie Crownshaw. Crownshaw. Yeah. Ito po si Sonny Laragan nagsasabing thank you very much for keeping us company. Let's do it again tomorrow night for another edition of the Sonny Laragan Show. So till then, it's Sonny here saying thank you very much for keeping me and keeping us company. Whatever you do, guys, hit it with your best shot. Bye.
Bye.